Here we go. All ones.
Captain's log. Stardate 268-1110 Imperial Calendar. 2 days ago, we defeated a mighty host of Solomani knife mercenaries without firing a shot, and acquired the gratitude of Gralan's droid. To keep that gratitude, now we must track down and retrieve 35 of their trinket coins. To this end, we have purchased the Bloom of Botany Bay, a Type T patrol corvette. She is a mere Imperial design, but you'll have to do. To uphold our honor, we must catch them all, and be the best that no one ever was.
It's been a long road, riffing and drinking beer. It's been a long round, but my telecrists are finally here, and I will see my grin come alive at last. I will get green tags, and they're not gonna boil me down no more. No, they're not gonna ban me again, 'cause I will scream and bark. I'm going where my greed will take me. I got faith to believe I can steal anything. I'm robust in the soul. No one's gonna beat or break me. I can reach any room. I will scream. I will scream. I will scream. I will scream and fall.
Yeah, you have to. So this is the next day. You got to pick up your ship. You have prisoners that are being held within with the local authorities. The droid are following their to the T letters of your
Yeah, we're holding
contract.
the prisoners.
Okay, yeah, or if you guys want to
Yeah.
hold them.
Yeah.
You do have. Oh yeah, you do have your ship. You do.
Yeah, they're on my Ihate show. They're just locked in the stateroom, and then Scar is just sitting across the door with a loaded gun pointed at the door if they try to break out.
Yeah, they. Being Gurkha,
I don't have a brig.
being Gurkha, they follow the rules of the contract and don't try to escape. So, being a small ship, I guess you're still parked in front of the state house on the moon of Growlin, right in the front yard. What do you guys want to do first? Interrogation, pick up your ship. A lot of stuff you can do. Do you guys all catch up on the news I put out for this session?
Yeah, I did.
I still have to do that. There were so many messages in the chat at one point, I skipped over it because there was like 200 messages.
It's also in the info dump on my server. So
Yeah, it's also pinned.
So, yeah, what's the name of the corporation that you that the CJ your contact operates for selling decommissioned Imperial military equipment?
Did I mention one last week? I don't recall.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if you did or not, so I didn't want to make something up if you did. All right, we'll call it the Garrison Munitions Corp.
Mr. Garrison.
Yep.
Wasn't that the Baron Garrison, Count Garrison or something like that?
Yeah, Count Garrison.
So yeah, you get a message from the Garrison Corporation saying that your was it Type T? If I remember.
Yeah, Type T patrol corvette.
Type T patrol corvette is now ready for service. You just need to pick it up and sign the paperwork. Yeah, it's in the high port, and I'll give you guys a scene.
I feel like we should grab our ship first.
I have everything under control here, he says, taking a sip from an energy drink while still seated and pointing the gun at the door.
Now I'm curious about Aslan energy drinks.
Anitas is standing outside of Count Robert's stateroom with the paperwork and everything so we can claim the ship. Actually, yeah, you would be in one of the few cabins on Scar's ship.
There's only 2 cabins. Most of you were sleeping in the cargo bay, but yeah, the Count would have one of the staterooms, although you'd have to share it.
Yeah, it's basically that my wardrobe is just taking up most of the central space, and it's
Got your Louis XIV ass get up.
oh yes. Got my proper,
Do you do the white face
robes,
paint
various-
with the mole?
Yeah, They've got different robes for various, affairs of state and all of that. So different colours as well. Just for different visits if there's to help impress particular people.
I don't need the frilly neck piece today for a ship pickup. No, that's for matters of state.
So we're all at the starport.
We're all on the moon, on the moon surface. The ship is at the high port.
The high port / military base for the Growling.
Right. Okay. So it sounds like most of the PC party is going to stay behind to interrogate the prisoners.
Yeah, I'd say probably then Anita's and the Count can go pick it up.
Well, hi, I'm the pilot. I definitely need to go and do a walk around and make sure that it's flight worthy and do all that sort of thing. So I'm definitely going to go to the high port with whoever else is coming with me to make sure that the ship is space worthy.
I will gladly stay behind to interrogate our friends.
I have to point out that you are on a ship that can fly to the high port.
Yeah, we can do it on the way.
You can just do it on the way.
All right, Chrome, you have the helm. I need to stay at my post here. And he takes another sip of his energy drink.
By energy drink, is it like a white powder?
No, it is dissolved in liquid first.
It is a type of tea from the planet Earth. I think you call it catnip.
Yeah, no.
All right, so you were giving due to your heroic saving of the assembly members of the Growling Union. You get air traffic control waves you on into the station, and do you guys want to interrogate them on the way, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only a couple minutes, but why not?
Yeah, enough time to do an interrogation. I think it's a pretty big system. So how are you guys approaching this interrogation? Like, are you guys doing it in the stateroom or the cargo bay, the airlock?
Do it in the airlock, vent them.
I don't think we need to intimidate them.
I think this is just
we can just
establish our report and then
they already know we know what they were doing there. Like, we covered that during negotiations.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's going in to interrogate him?
Yeah, this isn't my wheelhouse.
I would usually say that Soviet would be great, and I can come along, but he's AFK.
Well, you're the alleged, glowy, so why don't you do it?
Yeah, I will take care of it.
The glowy? I'm not familiar with that term.
Long story. There was this schizophrenic guy that I had a following on YouTube called Terry Davis, who was also a genius computer program, but he had these paranoid rants, and he said, CIA, people, they glow in the dark. I ran one over with my car. I don't think he didn't actually do that, but it's just a slang term for intelligence agents and spies and shit.
So kind of like computer programming mixed with coast to coast AM.
Yeah, kinda.
All right.
Quick clarification. I forget, were we picking up the ship at Botany Bay or Graylin?
Graylin.
It's still in Graylin.
Yeah, it's at the high port, ready for pickup. Just need to hit up the garrison liaison and do the paperwork. Something you should be pretty happy about. The paperwork.
Everything is in order, all organized, just stacked perfectly.
I have this vision that you're actually typing out some of those forms I gave you.
Oh, I will be, just not this session because I'd like to pay attention.
Okay. I love handing those out in my paranoia games. All right, so who's going in to interrogate? So that's my question as a GM. Alice
is doing that. Does somebody want to come along, or am I the only one who's going to interrogate these guys?
I'll be there just as security and just looming in the background.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Just make sure we are recording, right?
I rolled an 8.
Right,
unless this is int base, in which case I rolled a 9.
It'd be probably social base. I'm going off of how intimidating you are, see if you can give a bonus to Alice.
Well, social's my social standing. Oh. I'm poor.
What stat did you roll it with?
I'd say either int or strength. Either way, it's an 8.
I could take strength. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Flexing.
Yeah, you go in there, flex muscles like you're Arnold Schwarzenegger in cat form. I even have a piece of artwork for that. Hold on a second.
Wow.
But okay, so yeah, you get a +1 to your for having an intimidating Aslan with you. And as you come in, the sergeant goes at ease, and the Gurkhas go to parade rest.
Okay, before we do this, I'm going to say what I wrote down from the last session, what these guys are, in case somebody wants to add anything that I might have forgot to write down.
Okay, yeah.
I've written down that they're Soleimani raiders who have organized crime ties. I didn't write down the specific name of the family they were from, and that they are from Lenyard, or at least that's where we're going to bring them.
They're from Column, and they're mercenaries, not raiders.
Okay. I called the raiders the mercenaries, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were raiding a planet, so, but yeah.
Column, how's that spelled?
Hold on, I gotta find it on maps. But it's not too far. It's COLUMN.
COULMN?
CO.
Oh, like column.
Column, yeah. It's trailing and rimward from the subsector you are now. The diagonal to the right from your current subsector, and the Akustin. Yeah, I suck at pronouncing names. That's one thing that sucks about me GMing this. All right, so
that's one of the least that's like not that bad. I wouldn't worry about it. So who's your employer? I mean, technically we know that, but you know.
We're currently working for the Krillians.
The Krillians.
Krillian Assembly.
Krillian Assembly. Did they equip you with your gear, or did you have to buy it yourself? That's I don't know how that works in the setting. So.
Currently, our unit is providing all equipment.
Okay.
And one of the guys in the back's like the Krillians have equipment, and the sergeant kind of looks over at him like, "Shut the fuck up!" Kind of like, "Look."
Why did they send you to steal the coins from this specific drawing world?
I'm not sure what you mean by coins.
They were stealing the ceremonial coins on the picture.
We were told to keep an eye out for that. That wasn't our objective.
Well, then what was your objective?
Our objective was the council members.
I don't know. I'm writing all this down. Were you supposed to use them for leverage, or do you know why they wanted the council members?
At my level of command, I was not given that knowledge.
How big is your unit, or how many of your unit's men are an employee of the Corellians?
We currently have a regiment deployed.
How many ships that are FDL capable do you
real quick, what skills do you have for... Give me a deception check.
Deception... Okay, that would be social or education?
That'd be intelligence.
Okay. That's a 9.
A 9. Something's not adding up.
Yeah. I was getting at that.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was presenting that quite well or not. I wanted to make sure this is kind of clear. They're not being totally truthful with you.
Well, they would obviously not tell me everything. That makes complete sense. I'm not good at this. I've always been the DM.
I had a feeling that you yourself as a player wasn't good at it. That's why I asked for the deception check.
Okay. So
your character would be giving her background.
A regimental-sized unit, and you sent one Merc cruiser to an enemy capital. Are you foolish or just cheap?
He kind of smiles. Can we be a little bit of both?
And Scar just growls and flexes his hands, which makes his dew claw pop out, and then back in.
He gets a little bit of a look like, at the dew claw. Goes back to parade rest.
Trying to come up with more questions. I'm really bad at this. I'm not very good at role-playing.
Think of what we want to find out and work backwards from there. So we know what their objective was. We have an idea of the why of it. Their clients at Krillian Assembly have expansionistic ideas. Growlin is the only real multi-world polity nearby, and if they can control Growlin, they can control the flow of trade in this big jump one chain in the middle.
Yeah, they basically want leverage.
Yeah.
To make that happen.
So what we want to know is, where is that Merc cruiser going to deliver the coins?
Yeah.
So
that's like the most important thing.
Yeah, maybe ask them where they're going to be debriefed. Where they were supposed to turn in to their client, something like that.
Where were you supposed to deliver your targets to?
Obviously, Colin's World.
What is that called? Spelled?
COLLINSWORLD. I almost give it to you in phonetic, but I thought that'd be a little much.
Okay.
Collins World is an imperial client state. Your client is obviously the Carillion Assembly.
It would make things a lot easier if you were truthful.
Have you no honor? No integrity?
After all, we might have to deliver you alive, but that does not mean certain things can't be broken before we deliver you.
You do realize I'm a Gurkha, right?
You do realize you're on my ship. The air you breathe is a privilege.
It would be difficult to carry out your next mission with 2 broken legs and 2 broken arms.
Why don't you guys give me a teamwork test for persuasion, intimidation.
All right, I rolled an 8.
Where is
so that'll give you that'll give
persuade.
Yeah, that'll give Alice a +1. You said 8, right?
Yeah.
Can I roll up a diplomat instead of persuade because for some reason I don't.
Maybe not if you're threatening to break their legs.
True. Okay.
I can try to explain how that works, but
8. That's is that intelligence?
I'll use intelligence, strength, or maybe even endurance by just kind of showing how tough you are.
It'll be intelligence. That's a 7, so an 8.
Okay. And you added your +1?
Yeah, that's with the +1. I don't have a single point in persuade.
All right. Just for honor's sake, our ship is supposed to rendezvous with the Carillions in the Denisar system.
You mean the Drinsar system?
Drinsar, however these Carillion words are.
Yeah, coordinates 2032. Drenslar 2030.
2032.
2032. Okay, Drinsar. Okay.
Where we say these imperial words.
Yeah, that's 2 jumps away for the Bloom. The Scar could get there in 1 jump, so we could be there 1 week ahead of them. But then we go from being massively outgunned to comically outgunned. But it means we don't have to jump straight to Carillion territory. Okay. Well, if they're doing this outside of Carillion territory, then they're probably trying to make this as deniable as possible. That means they're going to they're going to do the handoff somewhere that isn't just Carillion government shit. Drinsar is a colony world, less than 100,000 people on it, run by a small oligarchy. So my guess is they would either do this in plain sight and nobody cares, or they would go do a handoff somewhere in the planet's outback or a non-main world. Although that at that point, just why?
Do they have a moon or something like a secondary planetary body where nobody lives?
There's always multiple planetary bodies. The Drinsar system has 3 gas giants and 11 total terrestrial worlds.
Huh.
Drinsar has a moon too, according to Traveler Map.
Hmm.
Where on Drinsar?
We're meeting on the 3rd planet from the
Drinsar 3.
From Drinsar itself.
All right. That's a small ice world. That's a size 3 body with a very thin atmosphere. Hmm.
Where are we dropping these guys? Where are we supposed to drop them off again? Did we establish that?
With their unit.
Oh god, where is that? Well, where did
I think you're figuring that out right now.
Yeah.
But I guess you could also drop them off with a Carillion assembly too.
I'd say no. We're going to drop you off in Rentarna. That's right on the border. You can arrange your own passage to Carillia.
Roger
If
that.
we just jump into the Carillion assembly with you as prisoners of war, what's to stop the Carillions from just seizing our ship as enemy combatants?
Yeah, he gives you a little eyebrow, kind of like, hey, you're smarter than you look. Kind of like eyebrow.
Yeah. All right. I think no more questions. I think we should drop them in Rentarna. And then also that gives us time to pick up a bunch of trade, and then we get to Drinsar about the same time that the enemy does. And then we can try to stop the handoff. I don't like our odds against a Merc cruiser plus whatever the hell the enemy has. So we might want to ask Growland if they can spare any reinforcements at all. Otherwise, we can't force a confrontation. We'd have to we'd have to see where the handoff people go, but that's difficult because you don't know necessarily where a ship's going to jump to.
And your ship has sensors, don't they?
No, our ships both have military. A Merc cruiser has military sensors just like ours.
Okay, I thought I had normal. Okay, damn it. Right.
Yeah. Why would a Merc cruiser have civilians? Unless it happens to be an older ship that has damage sensors.
Nah, these guys have pretty good equipment.
Yeah, I figured. So, unless we like alpha strike them or something, like we somehow launch a missile barrage and they fail to notice it, we need to either get reinforcements or we need to just watch the handoff and try to follow the people that receive it, and bushwhack them before they get to like a government base or something.
Which is even more dangerous.
Yeah, it's like it's tough. So
yeah, it's gonna be probably more of a Shadowrun op than a Warhammer op.
Well, yeah, but like Shadowrun op is also hard because it's, let me blend in at the Pizza Hut on this, size 3 world with no population.
Yeah, true.
Let me social engineer on the fucking moon.
Yeah, totally not an Aslan in a all-human population of tens of thousands.
Yeah. I mean, we could do the good old reliable fake distress call and hope that if somehow the Merc Cruiser jumps out before the handoff ship does, and then counterboard and storm them.
I do want to point out, these guys are Gurkha and do actually have honor. They're not like total D-bag bad guys who are going to be like, oh, a distress call, let me twirl my evil mustache. Maybe the Corellians would be, but these guys probably wouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if we do the fake distress call, if they're honorable, they'll actually, come and board us and help us, and then see it's fake and probably
be a little mad.
Arrest.
That's when the honor goes out the window.
Oh, the honorable thing then is to arrest or kill us because we're doing dirty pirate shit. Okay. Either way, I don't think these guys are going to have any more info for us, unless anyone else has any ideas.
No, I'm
tons.
I'm out of ideas.
GM.
Yeah. All right. Then I say that's it. You're going to be taking low passage into Rentarna, and we will repatriate you there.
Roger that.
So, one at a time, I'll lead you to the low berths.
Do you have enough low berths? I thought you had 2.
I have an emergency low berth that fits 4 people.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's DM -1 to, pull them out alive, but they're tough guys. They'll be okay.
Yeah, and how much did I say for the repatriation?
You said, I think it was 20 grand for all of them.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't write that in my notes. I got a lot of notes here. I've got like 3 pages of notes I'm working with right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's taken care of.
Yeah, the transition over to the low berths is smooth. They don't do anything. They stick to the honor of their agreement, and they're not too happy about being in low berth, but hey, they're not the ones calling the shots.
Yeah. Vi Victis and all that.
Yeah, like the old saying goes, when somebody says they're not afraid of death, they're either a liar or a Gurkha, and going into low berths, they proved that saying.
Yeah. All right, now let's pick up that chip.
All right, you guys go into the low berth. Aaron, could you describe how you fly into the high port?
Well, Chrome is a professional sport.
Oh, you're not going to
buzz the tower?
No, not at all. He's going to maintain constant contact with the tower and fly within regulations because he is a good law-abiding sport.
Okay, and you are in your home system, so you don't want to mess up the rules there. And like Joiner kind of picky about those.
Very much so. And just for laughs, I rolled my pilot, and I've got a total of a 12.
Oh, nice. So you roll in like a buttered biscuit. Just fucking roll right in there. But smooth as buttered bacon. That's what I was looking for. My old sergeantism. And you guys get cleared for docking. The high port is mainly for military personnel, but there is a small civilian trading center in it for mainly trade from civilian to military for military purposes. The normal.
Oh, so this is straight up a naval base.
Yes, it's mainly a naval base. The civilian port is a low port, but there is civilian personnel who trade directly with the military. You see the ship that you rescued that's currently being repaired. It's a older Rule of Man model, but not from the Rule of Man itself. It's been upgraded, but it's just a rugged ship that's still seeing service in the Reaver's Deep. There's a few other different. There's a total of 2 other ships that just jumped in since the attack, who have coming back from patrol from the other the other worlds where the Aslan were causing trouble, which brought them away. Looks like they're not going to be heading out anytime soon, trying to guard the capital system. Going through customs, is anybody sneaking? Who's all going to pick up the ship? And who is anybody trying to sneak anything through?
I'm staying on board the Scar.
Anitas is doing everything prim and proper because she's obviously necessary for handling paperwork.
Why do we need to go through customs? We are, after all, licensed representatives of
You're
the
going
government.
to go through a security checkpoint for a military installation. Sorry, I should have said that, not customs. So there is security on it. You being a droid and from the system are probably not going to get looked at quite as much, but you are mercenaries and have a certain amount of leeway, but they're not going to allow like anything outside of like a pistol or ceremonial weapon.
Alice obviously doesn't try to smuggle anything over, considering we can just dock our ships after we're done and get all the gear over from the small to the big ship. So there would be no point in trying to start shit with the local authorities at this point.
What? You don't want to get in a gunfight with a local military in their base?
Yeah, in their base with a Gauss rifle and light up the entire airport, the entire spaceport.
Remember, no Anglic.
An SA-80 Gauss rifle?
Oh no, I have a proper one.
Oh, you have a proper
Yeah,
I have a
she has
proper one. I don't have the SA. I don't have an SA-80. I'm not doing that to myself.
So just to be clear, we parked the Scar at like the civilian part of the high port, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, in that case, I think all we need to do is take our basic toolkits, because we will take possession of the Bloom and make sure that it's functional, and then once we're able to clear port, we will then transit over to where the Scar is parked, and then we'll move our gear over that way.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just asking just for completeness. Sometimes people like to sneak stuff in. Like I like to play Vargar Pirate, so I'm always trying to sneak something in.
Yeah.
We don't have a pocket nuke yet, so I'm not taking anything with me from my cerebral monoblade.
You're just like, man, I could have used that nuke, that fusion bomb. All right, so as you guys come in, you go through the security metal detector and everything, like at an airport, and everything's in the droid language for just kind of the way the Growlin Union operates, being founded in a droid system. They use that as kind of like their language of operation for their government. It's like the official language for government. So I take it Chrome is kind of leading the way, kind of like pointing you guys through certain things, because all the government signs are in droid. And you meet up with your contact. It's like Mr. Gunderson. He's a overweight man who has a mustache way too big for his face. And he comes over. He's like, "Oh yes, you're the travelers who just bought the Type T, correct?"
Correct.
All right, follow me and my assistants. We'll show you to the ship. It was quite an interesting, as he's taking you, he's talking, or kind of like it was an interesting purchase, as not many people buy Imperial tech out here, as most can't afford it. So you must be very good clientele of Mr. Garrison. Yes. And if I could help interest you in any other kind of equipment for this vessel, just let me know. And he hands the count his card, knowing, just seeing you as a noble, thinking you're the one in charge. I can help you out with any of your military needs.
Immediately turns to grab what was just handed over because, you know.
I snatch it away and hand it to Robert, CJ's character.
Thank you.
Oh, quite an interesting bunch you have here.
Certainly quite the collection of people, yes.
Yes, you'll have an interesting crew for sure. So here is the Type T. Have you got a name for it yet?
Yes, we are to be naming it Bloom of Botany Bay, please.
Oh, excellent. He snaps a finger, and there's a guy like pushes some buttons on this like little box, and you hear kind of like lasers going. It kind of sounds like an old printer from like it has a little like those little paper dot edges, and then like this little plaque comes out. And it says the Bloom of Botany Bay commissioned this. Was it 264110?
Oh, 1110.
1110. Yes. Here you go. Who should I give this to? Yes, you seem to be a grabby little bunch.
At this point, Anidus, chagrin just looks to our local noble, Count Robert.
He grabs his mustache in kind of impatience.
Yes, Count Robert, leader friend, is captain.
Here you go. Mount that where you want. I'd recommend doing it in the bridge.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else you need for this fine vessel?
There's the refit order, but I think we already
refit order was put in. Yes, the refit order was put in while you were waiting for you to arrive. Everything should be good to go.
Phased plasma weapon in the 40-watt range?
Excellent
Just what
choice.
you see here.
But, on Growlin, there's not a... they don't have the facilities for such an capable weapon. But good eye. If you can make it to Garrison, we could fit you with whatever you need there.
There's a thought.
And a matter of fact, he pulls out some tickets. If we ever show up there, go ahead and cash these in at the local food court. It says 1 adult-sized meal at the Omigato Vato.
Alice chuckles.
Yes, we like to take care of our customers.
Thank you.
Awkward. Thank you, as you kind of like
awkward laughing ensues.
Wipe off your hands.
Domo arigato, amigato vato.
Terrible.
Oh, I'm so stealing that soundbite for a commercial.
Horrible.
All right. Well, I'll leave you fine, talkative people to the vessel. Have a nice day and call me if you need anything in armament procurement. That's hard to say in his voice. And he slowly procurement. Yes. And
what's his name again?
Gunderson. Mr. Gunderson.
Mr. Gunderson.
Yes, that's my name. Do not wear it out, please. It's very delicate. I thought you actually had something to say to him.
Right. No, I was just riffing off of Hugo Weaving in the Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, all right, yes. And he slowly leaves with his entourage and leaves you guys to the vessel.
We have the floor plan somewhere,
correct? Put in your notes, Mr. Gunderson, of the Garrison Corporation representative for contacts.
Yep. Here, I'll get you the floor plan for the... So the only alterations you need to make on this is there's no ship's boat, and instead of a G carrier, there's an air raft. The space is replaced with a cargo bay, and one of the staterooms is replaced with a med bay, and then another is replaced with a mud bath. We'll say those are the ones next to the common area.
I immediately call dibs, as much as a droid can call dibs, on the stateroom closest to the bridge for obvious reasons.
I'm just putting my arm out in front of them and going, nope. The Count has those facilities.
Yeah, it's a station.
I wish to be pointing out to leader friend Robard that this stateroom is being smallest of staterooms. Surely leader friend Robard wishes to have large and opulent stateroom, yes?
We'll have a look at the staterooms afterwards. Don't worry about that.
It is actually the smallest.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All the other ones are the same size, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think the one north of the center of the ship is the largest. It looks slightly bigger.
It's 4. So up is 4 towards the front of the ship.
Yeah.
Left of the ship is port. Right of the ship is starboard. Back of the ship is aft. Up is dorsal.
I just press a few things on my little smartwatch, and my wardrobe starts moving down the corridor into that room.
Yes. You have a wardrobe.
It's like the luggage from Terry Pratchett.
Exactly. Well, without the psychopath issue, but yeah.
Oh, you're no fun.
So, yeah, you might actually have to take
that software upgrade cost extra.
The very bottom right staterooms, you might have to take both of those and knock the wall out for your wardrobe.
pull sledgehammer at a bloody.
Alice would claim the one below the what I assume is the gunnery range that has the 2 turrets next to it.
Yes.
So
the port. Those are you move up into the turrets there to fire them.
Yeah, the little common area and like the little middle bulge. Those have the. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the missile racks or the. Yeah, those are the pulse turrets, and then the missile racks are ventral. They're in the belly of the ship, or actually, rather, they're dorsal. They're on the top of the ship on deck 1, which is where the engines are.
Now, I have a question for the ship. Do you guys want gunnery stations in the cockpit, or do you want Star Wars style, like World War II gunnery positions in the turrets?
You can do both.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you get between each decks? I'm not seeing a lift system.
It's the little hexagon is a ladder with a iris valve that you go up and down.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Right by where the tables, the 2 tables are on the very bottom.
Yeah. So the way we've set up the Bloom, it has the virtual gunner software. So if we're actually using the missile racks, we just flick that on, and then the computer can just fire the missiles for us because we don't have enough hands to man all of the guns at once and fly the ship and shit.
I think Anitas would probably take the stateroom that is just for of the corridor where you go up between decks. Where it'd be like the 5th one down because it's closest to both engineering areas.
By the single table or by the double tables?
By the single table.
Okay.
Those hatches are just to the turrets.
Are those just to the turrets? Okay. So, that's in the back. I see now. I was assuming it was all one vertical.
I think they go down to deck 3 also, where the cargo is. That's why I thought you were going there.
No, I wanted to be near engineering, so I guess
No, you're right. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Deck 1, deck 3 are on top and bottom of each other. So yeah, it's front. Yeah, by the 2 tables, not the one single table.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd probably want to have the one on the left by the 2 tables, and that way our good count can have the double knocked out stateroom.
Anita's technician friend, pleased to be joining me for ship walk around.
She already has her checklist out and a couple of tools she'll need to actually access things.
All right, give me an engineering check and give me a pilot check.
Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in the air raft and we're going to do the Star Trek slow pan around beauty shot as we inspect everything to make sure that there's nothing exterior that's damaged.
Yeah,
and we'll have the swelling music and things like that. And then we'll go inside and we'll do our checklists.
All right, give me a drive check.
All right.
You mean flyer?
Yeah, flyer.
Flyer check.
Oh, I don't have flyer. That'll have to be all you.
I do.
It does have an autopilot.
Who does that?
I have a 9.
Okay, you don't scratch the ship. You get a good panoramic view.
That'll be
already good enough to put on a space postcard and with a little bit of holo player on it. Send it back to your droid family. Show them what you're piloting now.
You just hear Anitas talking to herself. Bow, check. Stern, check. Hull integrity, check.
Give me
Alice goes ahead and inspects the weapons. With whatever weapons we have left.
So, real quick, give me a piloting check, Aaron. Give me an engineering check, Anitas, and give me a gunnery check, Alice.
That's a... Oh, wow.
Ouch. Yeah, mine... Okay, 5, 6 on my engineering.
I have a 14.
14 on the gunnery. You notice with their 14 on gunnery, the gunnery turrets are moving at 0.1 rotational speed less than optimal.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's exactly what I was about to say. Unacceptable.
11 on piloting.
11 in piloting. Okay, you notice that everything is really good, and it seems that your noble friend's buddy, Count Garrett, or was he a Duke or a Count? Or a
Count.
Now, Count Garrison hooked you up with a rebuilt jump engine. That is with good specs, up to almost brand new. When you open up the hatch to check it out, it still even has the brand new jump engine smell.
Chemicals. My skin tingles.
Hydrogen.
Well, Anita breathes through her skin, so immediately she's just
they have
slightly
nose,
high
don't
from it.
They have like nose holes for like smelling. So I assume it's for like smelling.
That too, yeah. But like also
like a snake and
ambient
smell with their tongue.
But all the ambient air though does go in through her porous skin, so anything in the air is also going to have a feeling to it.
Okay, and you do notice that the maneuver drive is not quite. I had heard myself. It's not quite as new as the jump drive, but it's still up to par and within operational specs.
Alice is slightly upset at the fact that her turrets are operating just slightly worse than they should be.
Who had the 6?
I had the 6.
Okay. You do notice that there is a vole nest in the maneuver drive.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They're in the walls.
They're in the walls.
Vole as in like Terran voles?
Vole
What are
as in
those?
like Deep
Can you
Space
send a
Nine.
picture?
Hold on.
I don't know what that
I
is.
got a picture. Hold on. I can find a full picture.
Who would Anitas contact for assistance in pest removal in the group, you think?
Scar is a mighty hunter.
Yeah.
Alice goes hunting too, and Scar isn't there.
That is... aren't we all there because we took the Scar... Or Scar's...
No, Scar stayed behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm on the.
Yeah, I posted in the chat.
The tarmac, like blasting REO Speedwagon on the bridge, waiting for you guys to get clearance to take off.
Captain Alice, you like to hunt, right? There's critters here.
Are you suggesting that we shoot into the ship and try to kill them?
She toggles the activation button on her stun stick. Of course not. That wouldn't be regulation.
Okay, Alice joins Anitas at the maneuvering drive
You
for their
found a
stunner.
nest, but you didn't find any voles. You just found a vole nest.
Oh, we just found the nest.
Yes.
That's even more concerning in some ways.
Just remove the nest and hope they don't come back.
Anitas will get immediately to cleaning up the nest and checking for any damage from the critters.
You had rolled a 6, so you don't see any damage. But I'll let you do another mechanics check on this one.
I would help.
Okay. Yeah. Do a teamwork test. What are you rolling to help?
Let's see. What do I have?
Oh, fucking snake eyes!
Investigate. Looking around the engine room.
So
to see
you
if
rolled
there's anything
snake
going
eye,
on.
so you're at -6 on your dice roll for checking.
Okay, so I have to roll something really, really good.
Well, with my mechanic and my education, it would have been a 6 total. But yeah.
Oh, 6 total. So you're -2.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would have rolled a 12.
Okay, so yeah, that would make that a 10. So you don't see any damage, but you do see some vole droppings, but no damage.
And he just takes the extra time away from her task of checklisting things to first clean this off.
Okay. And you find a few vole traps, so they might have been taken care of beforehand, but they might not have been.
Critical question. Is there a place on the bridge for Chrome to mount his fuzzy dice?
Yes, there is a rearview mirror.
It's so that the pilot can look back at the captain in the captain's seat.
Yeah,
or look back at himself and admire his aviator shades.
No, there's a small console for checking out system. Like, wow, I can't remember what they're called. Seeing if they're running properly or not. So you can hang it from
Diagnostics?
diagnostic screen there. It normally would recess, but you push it and it pops out, and you can hang your fuzzy dice there.
Perfect.
That's how you recognize a car. You just look at whatever they have hanging in the front on the mirror.
It also is conveniently reflective, not turned on. All right, anything else you guys doing for this your pre-checks?
Anitas is going to go and make sure that the pH of the mud baths is correct.
Okay. Given that it hasn't been turned on yet, it has the capability of getting mud in it, but it's not set up yet. So give me a life support check.
Oh, what life support?
Yes.
Okay. That's under electronics, right?
It's under engineering. If you don't have the specialization, then it's 0. If you otherwise have the engineering skill.
Alice just does a general check of the ship.
Or I'm sorry, 10.
10. Okay, you get it set up to the way you like it. It's
Cool.
but
I
it's
make
not
sure
quite
that
the color that you wanted, but it's good.
She takes an extra note in her report that she's filling out for the whole crew on the worthiness of our ship, and then moves on to the next room that is in task.
All right, and who is checking something else? Who was somebody said they were going to check something else?
Alice is going to go just like do a general check of the ship to familiarize herself with the corridors, so that in case they get into combat, she doesn't not know where to go.
Give me an investigation check.
That's a 12.
All right, 12. You notice that some of the food that's been left out, some of the protein bars have been snacked on.
That's probably those rats in the ship. Alice takes a note of that to look for the critters so they can be disposed of by either stunning them and dropping them out on an airlock or just outright killing them.
Anitas's next check would be the astronavigation computer to make sure it's working properly.
All right, give me a computer check.
It wouldn't be an astrogation check?
This would be a computer, so you're running a diagnostic on the computer.
All right.
You're not actually plotting a course.
11.
11. Seems like there's new software that's been upgraded from the Imperial IISS. So it's like top of the line astrogation equipment has been put in there.
Ooh, fancy. Plus, plus, plus. Next item. She wanders down the corridor.
All right. What else are you guys checking?
Alice is basically done and just goes to the bridge, waiting to depart so we can meet up with Scar and...
You just sit down and wait patiently with attitude.
I think the last system that Anitas would check would be the main power drive.
Okay. I thought you checked that already, but okay, go ahead. Give me an engineering check.
I thought we had checked the jump drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he did mention the M drive too. It wasn't as new, but it was operating within specs.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
And I assume everything in the cockpit checks out?
Yes. Currently the displays are a black and purple. I'm not sure if you need to change that or.
Well, I mean, it's certainly not high contrast enough.
Actually, don't droids see like extra colors?
They see further into the UV spectrum.
Yeah, I knew there was something.
I remember correctly.
Well, yes, but I mean, other people will be flying the ship too. We've got to make sure that everyone can see easily.
Yeah, it'd be funny to make it a color. Make it a color that nobody else can see, so nobody can actually. It just looks black. Like, what the fuck is this? But I guess it's.
I'm thinking a nice, cheerful yellow text color upon a background of violet. That'll really pop.
So you mean yellow on violet? All right, let me adjust the engine power distribution spreadsheet.
All right, what's Scar looking at? Is he just? Oh no, he's on the scout ship.
Yeah, he's just still sitting on the bridge, just like listening to Aslan jazz or something.
He's just getting being really big into shoot as you go kind of jazz, making it up as you go.
Yeah, free jazz.
Jazz.
I'm guessing that Scar would have any notifications from Anitas just set to mute.
He's just ignoring her.
Well, no, he has it set to mute because she sends so many, so he just checks it periodically.
He opens his phone, it's like 120 messages. Most of them are like 2 words.
It's just the full report of everything she's inspecting, just updated each time.
He's like, he just holds down clipboard. I am not concerned with the details.
And
I
he
do
just
not
like
care what color the consoles are.
the chairs in the brig 1 are okay. Chairs in the brig 2 are okay too. And then it's just like the whole list. Every item in the ship is checked.
Captain's chair squeaks.
Yeah, Scar just throws his phone across the bridge.
All right. So you guys done playing around, checking stuff? Look at
Look
chat.
at what he posted.
Oh my god. Oh my
I love
eyes.
it. I love it.
Rightfully hidden.
Ah.
That actually
Please tell that
feels
console
soothing.
I hate it.
That's really easy for me to read, and I find that soothing.
When Alice looks over at the new control panel, she gags. Then she's like, 30 years in the fucking Navy and I have to deal with this shit.
Get me out of this chicken shit outfit.
All right. So
When-
I think
When we are done checking everything, Alice radios to Scar that they should work out a rendezvous point.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, you guys got a whole system of space out there. You guys want to land on you guys gonna dock, or you guys gonna land and move stuff around?
I think it would be best if we dock.
Probably.
No, it would be preferable to dock so that we may continue with our mission post haste.
Well, we need to pick up. We need to make money on the way there, so we actually need to determine where we're going next.
There is a low port on the planet.
Yeah. So, here.
Or you can.
Our fuel
But you-
tanks. I assume they're all full.
Yeah, and you do have clearance to dock your scout ship up there if you
Yeah.
want.
Did they?
You
did
did
they?
dock your scout ship there, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Did they sell us? Did they give us fuel in the tank for the ship, or do we have to buy that?
fully. You're already fully loaded, fully armed and operational. All fuel,
Yeah, yeah.
and max. Max, you have enough for one round of turret fire for each of the full turret. The turrets are full, but you don't have any spare ammo. You got to buy that.
Yeah. They carry 12 salvos, so we have 36 missiles in each turret.
Yeah.
And we fire 3 at a time.
Refined
Okay.
fuel, right? They didn't skimp on us and give us unrefined?
No, it's refined fuel. And
Even if they
Garrison
give
is
us
one of your
unrefined, we
contacts.
have. Yeah. All right. So we're in Growlin. Our objective is Drinstar. The ship does jump 3. So I say we jump 3 to Rentara, which is where we drop off the Gurkhas, and then we jump 1 to Drinsar. The reason I say we should jump 3 to Rentara and then jump 1 to Drinsar is that way we can jump 2 immediately after getting there.
That makes sense to me.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I'm gonna so unless does anything happen while we go link up and spec and we both touch down on the downport
I'm letting you guys you guys can cross load up whatever you want, land on the planet, do some trade, and go, but there's not much left to do unless you guys want to find something to do. That's why I'm just kind of giving the camera over to you guys to move around if you want.
All right, cool. So this is all out of character because money and stuff that's women's work to Aslan, right? So here's what I think. We have some cash reserves, but I'd say let's not risk it on speculative trade yet because we got to make the bills. So I think we should do is try to get mail. We have a rank 6 person and an armed ship, and the freight modifier is pretty high, so we'll probably be able to get mail, and then we can put 5 high passengers on the Bloom of Botany Bay. I think we have like 4 low berths, and then we fill up the rest of the space with freight. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Where do you guys want to start?
Yeah, so here's how it works. So first thing we do is we're gonna see what's available for mail. So that's a straight 2d6 check, and there's mail available on a 12 up. However, we get +2 because our ship is armed. We get +6 because that's the highest Navy rank among the player characters. +5 because that's the highest Navy rank among the players.
Yeah.
Nobody made Admiral. And then +2 because that's the highest social standing DM. So
Someone roll 2d6, and if we have a
I'll
3 or
roll it.
higher, yep.
It's a 7.
Okay. All right, Anita's roll a d6 to see how many mail packages are available.
2.
2. All right, cool. All right, now for passengers. Ideally, we can fill up on high passengers. We might not, though. So the way that works is, first of all, whoever's going to go look for passengers is going to roll broker, carouse, or streetwise.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know how many passengers you get so I can roll for them.
I can do carouse with plus
Okay.
1.
So roll carouse, roll 2d6 plus 1.
Is it any other skill as well, or just carouse?
Social standing or int, maybe.
That's a 13.
13. So, okay, so it's going to be 2d6, so plus 5 from that. The highest steward skill we have is 1, so plus 6. We're rolling for high passengers, so plus 2. The destination world is population 10, so that's plus 3. The source world is population 8, so that's another plus 3. So 4. So 5 minus 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. Growlin is port B, so plus 1. Rentarna is port B, so plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so now it's a straight 2d6 plus 10 roll.
Oh wow!
I'll roll that again.
Well, yeah, Rentarna has tens of billions
It's
of
a
people.
16.
16, so there's 66 available high passengers. So I'm going to roll 66.
I was about to say I have exactly that many d6
Wow, I
on
don't
my
think
table.
I've ever seen that
Yeah.
many high passengers.
Yeah. So we have 6, 8, 19 available high passengers. So we only need 5. So basically we can just choose the 5 least shady characters to get high passage aboard our ship.
52. You have a rich noble.
All right.
61. A patron.
It's
Who
one
else
of
do we
my
have?
patrons.
43. A very shady looking guy. Might be a mobster.
Yeah, no.
we could pick. We can have our pick in the
A
litter.
journalist. Is writing a
No.
news story.
No, they're projected.
65.
No reason to be on board. No, get out of here. Next. We're just like
Yeah,
swiping on Tinder.
It's a young kid who's wide-eyed and it's like, I'm trying to find a job as a traveler. Can I maybe pay passage to the next world you go to and maybe work on the engines or something?
No, we're doing this for money, not working passage.
Rip.
Do you have 21,000 credits? No.
Let me see if I can roll a 12. If I can roll a 12, he does. No.
Now get out of here. Beat it, kid.
Shoo! Away with you. Find some other ship.
I just get into my chest and I pull out a book and I leave it with him. It says "Capitalism for Dummies."
All right, Chapel Sardites. All right, you have another rich noble. That's 2, and this is what
Okay,
You're
that's
on.
two. Cool.
Welcome aboard.
63. A bounty hunter.
Sure.
24. An adventurer. Yeah, he's a guy that's dressed like a British hunter with the khakis and like a shotgun shell bandolier and has a.
All weapons must be checked before boarding.
Oh yes, naturally. Of course.
If he has a pith helmet, Chrome instantly
Yes,
takes
he
a
definitely
liking
has
to
a
him.
pith helmet. I actually have one of those
Then, yeah.
somewhere. I
Then
picked it
we're
up for
good to
$5
go, I
at a
think.
garage sale.
Hell yeah. Then yeah, we're good to go.
You got all
And then
there.
technically we would roll for low passengers as well, but honestly, like the modifiers are so high, there's no way we're not going to find
Yeah.
4 low passengers.
I'll
So
let you get 4 low passengers.
Wait,
who
does
did you
that
take?
already include? Does that already include our 4 mercenary friends? Quote
those
unquote?
are on my ship.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the emergency low berth isn't rated for commercial passengers because there's a higher chance you die getting pulled out of it. So we get that.
And real quick,
So
who
that
did you
leaves-
take on board?
Noble, the patron, the noble, the bounty hunter, and the adventurer.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and the bounty hunter. Okay.
Yeah. We don't have bounties.
I know. I just thought that was interesting. Like,
yeah. And then that leaves us with 69 tons of freight. So rules as written, we would roll for freight traffic, and then we'd play Tetris with that. However, it's 2 port Bs. Like, unless we have over 500 tons of space, unless we have over 1,000 tons of space, we're never not going to be able to run freight unless it's between 2 very low population worlds.
Because you remember bulk freight, you have to buy the whole lot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to us. It's just 16. Is there 69 tons of freight available? Yes, we take
probably,
it.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Are you going to you gonna do speculation goods?
We don't have the.
We got paid $2.5 million.
Yeah, we spent all of that on spare parts and getting and refits. So we only have 280,000.
Oh damn it! I wanted to roll some. Part about that's one of the fun parts.
Well, yeah, we'll get more money and then we'll do it. What we'll probably do is we might buy some speculative goods on Drinsar, and then on Rentarna, and then hold on to those for a while. Because we're not going to move passengers and shit to Drinsar. We need more, we need to go deal with that meetup. But yeah, otherwise, we're good to go. The only other thing I have in mind is to see if Growlin can spare any reinforcements, because otherwise we'd be punching, literally above our weight to deal with this.
Okay. Who are you going to contact for that?
Mighty Leader of Leaders, my contact.
Okay. Given that the leader of leaders owes you a favor, and you have a droid on your crew that are part of his group, the droid drone who does acts as the secretary for the leader of leaders asks, yes, mercenary Scar, where would you like to meet up with the leader of leaders?
I am not concerned with the details.
Yes, the leader of leaders could meet you at, you hear a bunch of paper shuffling and the fancy restaurant called Taco Bell.
Yes. Only a warrior's stomach can survive a battle with Taco Bell's menu. I shall meet him there.
Yes, thank you, mercenary Scar. And thank you for being friends of the drawing.
Yes. It is you are a honorable, though strange people.
Same to you, not knowing how to respond.
Yeah. All right, guys, you ready to go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, this is a really nice Taco Bell. They have a totally like the one out of Demolition Man. Yeah, so as you come into the fancy Taco Bell that won the franchise war, you get set at a table, and little menus are set down in front of you, and it's the average Taco Bell menu of a normal meat space. What do you guys order? The waiter's like, yes, what would you like to order, sir and/or ma'am?
Do you have any newts with a lot of spices?
Yes, that's a excellent order. And as he types it in, custom BWOP order. It's special. Yes, we have a lot of Imperials that come through the starport here, so we have a special menu for BWOP from your yes, awkward situation talking. Number 3 response.
4 beefy 5-layer burritos for a total of 20 layers of burrito and a large Baja Blast.
Excellent. The blue will do wonders for your complexion.
I will have a water and 3 regular tacos. Thank you very much.
Excellent choice. The water is quite delicious today.
This port will be having the Mexican pizza, please.
1 Mexican pizza. Whatever Mexican is being space and not Soleimani, he has no idea.
Fucking 20 layers of burrito.
1-layer burrito. I'm kind of interested in what's all each 20 of those layers. Or is it just the same layers over and over again?
Yeah, yes.
All right, anybody didn't order? And as you guys get your orders, the droid leader of leader comes in with his little droid entourage of handlers to kind of tell them the things that are going on and what to do with as the droid warrior guards kind of post up at the door in different areas. Remember, they're
What?
droid.
So is it like it's empty? It's just like the leader of leaders rented out this whole Taco Bell to
Yeah.
eat by himself.
Yeah, because they kind of, given this place knows how droid are, they have certain restaurants that are just kind of on file that they use to kind of accommodate the droid in the way they operate. Being a hybrid society, like mainly a society made for humans that droid society doesn't really fit into. They have the humans have kind of figured out how to do this. That's why it's Taco Bell and not an actual fancy restaurant. They just told the droid that Taco Bell was fancy, and they believe them.
First.
Very typical droid behavior.
Yes. The leader of leaders sits down and takes a few notepads and looks them over. Yes, friend Scar, how may I assist you and your crew?
Scar, like, noisily, like when you're drinking something with a straw and it runs out and it starts to make that that noise.
The Baja Blast sucking noise.
Yeah. So yeah, he does that, and then he just like throws the cup on the ground. And then he says, "Yes, mighty leader of leaders, friend. We are prepared to go forth and do battle to recover your coins. But there is a problem. We would be literally punching above our weight to do so. Therefore, we ask if there are any additional reinforcements that can be spared to ensure this most valuable of relics can be recovered."
He looks to one of the droid leaders and asks resource analysis. I don't know why I said it that. Analysis. That was weird.
Lebowski, analysis.
Yeah, and he starts typing on the pad like. Currently, our forces are spread a little thin. What kind of resources are you looking for, friend Scar?
Another ship.
The Growlin Union only has 6 ships. One of them are currently down, and the other 2 are guarding our capital, leaving 2 to guard our other worlds.
Do you know of any mercenaries on Rentarna that perhaps we could subcontract?
He looks to one of the warriors, leader of warriors, and they hand him another data pad.
Somebody's just standing there with like a bag of data pads, handing them out.
Yeah, that's kind of how the droid work. Is they each specialize in one thing. Like the leader of leaders doesn't micromanage, so he has to get the information from all the different leaders.
What is your job? I hand out the data pads for the different leaders of my society.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
the drone droid.
That would be a very honorable position.
Oh yes, and they're really good at it, too.
Most honorable.
And they're highly efficient at organizing and handing out those different data pads. It's a very tiny drone. Drones are the small. If I remember right, Aaron, they're the smallest of the drone species.
I do believe so, yes.
Yeah, so a little bit smaller than Chrome. So typing out on a pad, there is a mercenary unit in that system. They are a ground unit, though. Would that be of assistance?
No.
Well, I suppose we could hire a fire team of Marines.
Yes, this is an ex-Imperial unit, mainly ground and lift infantry unit. They have a platoon-sized element available.
All right. Is your government able to foot the bill?
He looks at the drone again and asks for another data pad. It seems that we might be able to hire them, but for a limited amount of time. How much time are you thinking of?
A singular engagement. We will retrieve the coins with their assistance and then escape.
Okay.
That is the plan, at least.
Yeah,
And if it does not go according to plan, then they will help prevent our ship from getting boarded.
Excellent. Yes. He's looking over numbers and thinking, I think we can handle this. He looks to another drone who's not doing data pads, but points to them. Please hand out a certificate to friend Scar for 1 mercenary unit. And there's a little voucher, mercenary voucher for the
What
unit.
can I get you today? I would like 1 voucher for a mercenary unit, please.
Yes.
Yeah, Scar doesn't look at the voucher; he just hands it to Anita's.
So yes, Anitas, this is as you see it, or when you get it, it's a imperial transfer of an imperial voucher of transfer
letter
of
of
funds, which is a letter of credit for the mercenary unit who is currently on call for. And it says that they're currently in the employ of the Growlin Union, but currently unassigned. So this is a little credit of voucher in calling in their current contract to work operate with you.
What's the name of the unit?
You just had to ask me that, didn't you?
Yeah,
I'm still like looking at planets.
Rico's rifles.
I was actually
Growlin
thinking
Anonymous.
Highlanders for some reason.
The big
that's-
guns.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, we've thrown in Gurkhas. Let's do another like class. Oh, but I guess because there's Soleimani culture in the Imperium. Yeah, I'm gonna say Banth Highlanders.
All right.
Banff Highlanders.
Actually, no, they're from the Imperium proper. So
Yeah, they're Soleimani in the Imperium.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah,
Or you could make them a Bilani unit.
a Balani? What's a Balani?
Vilani, the other major human race in Imperial space.
Oh, Vilani. Sorry, I thought you said it with a B, not a V. Sorry.
Yeah, I also heard Bologna, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they
What
can't
about
pronounce
Bologna?
these.
I thought you were making
My
some-
Vilani is a
Yeah.
mercenary.
I'm gonna say they're the Diablo Highlanders.
The Diablo Highlanders. All right.
From the planet Diablo. Though a little
They can left click very quickly.
yeah.
They all have
right,
flamethrowers. They don't use any other
2, 4, 2,
weapons.
3. I just like the name. I just saw Diablo. Hell yeah, I'm going with that one.
All right. Bad to the bone.
They all use noisy crickets.
Yeah, they're although they're based out of Diablo, they're using Imperial equipment. It's Imperial lift infantry equipment. So pretty big badasses. Good kills.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything else I could do for you, friend Scar?
No.
Excellent. Could I introduce you into another 20-layer burrito?
I yes, of course. I will not back down from this challenge.
It's like one of those food court challenges. If you
Okay,
eat
give
this
me a-
burrito in 5 minutes,
Give
you
me
get like a
endurance
black.
plus whatever skill test you skill you
I think
could
it would.
apply.
It would be carouse, even if I don't have carouse. Oh, I do at 0. I rolled a 3 with no modifier.
Okay. Describe how you fail this challenge there. The Mighty
so-
Warrior Scar has failed the challenge of the 20-layer burrito.
Yeah, so Scar, he fucking just brute forces it. You just see him like, one fucking clawful at a time. And then
Leader of Leader just stares at you in amazement as you're squashing this down. Like all the droid are like looking at you in awe.
Yeah, and then,
Alice scoffs and is disgusted.
yeah, and you can just see the veins starting to pop up. And in Scar's mind, it's like the check engine light is turning on in his brain. And then, he finishes it and he's like, and he grabs the Baja Blast, a refill that has been delivered to his table, and he takes it, he gulps it down, and then it goes down, and then the foam goes right back up, and he projectile vomits across the room, spraying the Leader of Leaders entourage.
Oh, man. Yes. Thank you, friend Scar, for sharing your meal with me. Not knowing the ways, he takes it as, yes, I take your gift of fluid as a sign of respect. I forgot what they said for the Fremen and Dune.
Yeah.
And kind of uncomfortably gets up and like leaves and like motions like everybody, let's go, let's get out of here. You've never seen
Really
a droid
fucked
look
that
so
one
kind
up,
of like
Scar.
you've never seen a droid look like so embarrassed and like what the fuck on their face before.
Scar, if nobody could have fucked that up worse than you just did. Thank you very much. Alice chuckles, but is very obviously disgusted by the display of barbarism. That
I'm
was
gonna
just,
roll tolerance. Okay, I passed. I'm not challenging you to a duel.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to try and help my my friend save face, and I don't know if this would be appeal or cast, more likely a cast skill, as I try to explain to the leader that this is an Aslan custom whereby he shares the results of his kill with the
Please don't do that.
bride.
All right,
Like that, like a mama bird.
Yes.
yeah, give me the roll. Anybody want to do an assist?
So unless you tell me otherwise, I'm going to be using my cast skill for this
Okay.
because it's Dorian interacting with Dorian.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyone gonna help Chrome with this?
Everybody else is like, no, we want to see how badly this ends.
Yeah.
The only way I can think of Anita's trying to help is being like, you gotta add extra spices, and that's not gonna help.
A diplomacy might work if you want to add.
13.
Okay, 13. Oh, yes, much like our how we feed our young. Yes. Thank you, friend Scar, and sharing your meal with me. Resources can often be scarce. And he just kind of like turns around and walks away, kind of like awkwardly, like, yes, I was bad. as he's
finally get out of here.
As he's walking off, he tells his drone secretary, yes, get the water hose. We're going to need it.
So yeah, I'm nodding enthusiastically to everything he says, and then once he's walked off, it's going to be I'm going to start rummaging in my med pack and find something for Scar's rumbly tummy.
All right, give me a medical check. Yeah, give me a medical check, and I'll leave the scene to you guys and figuring out what you guys are going to do from there.
I would think the first thing we need to do is get in contact with the Diablo Highlanders.
Yeah, we're gonna jump to that system, and then we'll disgorge our passengers and freight. And
yeah, they're on
pick up
the
Highlanders.
The first world you're jumping to is where they're located at.
Yeah, Rentarna.
So the medical check is 12 to soothe Scar's rumbly tummy.
Okay, yeah. So you have something. You have like the Aslan version of Tums in your what would they call Tums in it?
It would be some like overly verbose name like salve for the honorable warrior's battle weary stomach.
Yes, the salve for the battle weary warrior's stomach of honor. Actually,
Yeah.
I forgot what you said halfway through.
Yeah. As the Aslan language is like German, where they make the uber mega death compound word every time.
Here, warrior friend Scar, pleased to be eating this. Honor tastes like chalk.
Yes, and he just crunches it and then
Eats the whole container of it.
No, he knows he only was given like one pill, so he only takes the one pill and is like, let's fly out.
My
to
honor has
Rentarna.
been soiled. We must leave.
There is no dishonor in failing a challenge, only in refusing one.
All right, so I take took the air raft here, and you take the air raft back to the ship, and we about ready to jump.
Yeah.
Okay. Your passengers are waiting patiently in the waiting area, and you are good to go. So as you hit the jump bubble, give me a jump check.
Yep. So first we're gonna Astrogator rolls versus a 7.
Cool. And that's education, right?
Yeah, EDO. Astrogation EDO.
11.
Okay. And then jump engineers are going to roll they're going to roll jump engineer jump versus a 4, but DM +4 because of how well the astrogation was plotted. So Scar would be oh no, Scar has a robot, so I'm going to roll for the robot. Okay.
Meanwhile, the jump drive check is a all my bonuses lead to 10.
Yes,
Plus
okay.
the
You're good.
jump. Yeah.
Rolled. Okay, we got. What did you roll for Astrogate again?
10.
10. Okay, yeah, we don't have a bad jump.
All right, nice.
So our ships, so the way it will work is we fly to the 100 diameter limit. Our ships dock so we can transfer while we're, between ships while we're in jump space.
Yeah,
And
make
then
one
we-
jump bubble between the two ships.
Yeah, because it's both engines working together. They'd be able to do
Yeah.
that. It just takes longer for us to synchronize the engines to jump at the same time. So we wouldn't do this in combat, but when we're not on when there's no like time pressure, we could do that.
I'm tracking.
All right. So
So as you guys go into jump space, what are you guys studying for this week?
Scar is just shadow boxing in his ship. He's learning melee natural.
Okay, let's go down the list. Let's go from top to bottom. So Alice, what are you studying?
I was just gonna work on her vac suit skills.
Okay, how are you going about studying your backsuit skills? This is one of the things I like to do is figure out some good role play and figuring out how you're going about it. So like Scar shadow boxing in the cargo.
Oh yeah, I remember in your Solomani Rim game, everyone was playing Quidditch in the cargo bay with the gravity off.
Yeah, they come up.
Okay, obviously our car. I was going to say something with the gravity off in the cargo bay, but we have cargo, so I don't know if I can do that.
There is. Did you guys fill up the scout ship with it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is full. So since she can't actually do anything like anti-grav right now, she's just the piece of combat armor she has, which is technically a vac suit. She's basically she's refitting it so she can wear it, and then after that, she'll basically just read a book about how to better operate a vac suit and try things out from the book with her piece of armor that she can do while in gravity.
Okay, and who's next on the list? Sorry, I'm reading through the book right now.
Count Robert.
Yeah, Count Robert. What are you studying this jump?
Vac suit as well.
Hey, how are you going about your vac suit training?
I am checking the manuals on proper wear and fitting of it on the ship's database.
Okay, you're not doing anything super cool then. All right.
No. He wants to make sure that he's doing it properly, so he's reading the manual.
So nobody's organizing a vac suit course with how many people are taking vac suit? Okay.
Sorry?
Nobody's organizing a vac suit course then? We got 2 people taking vac suit. All right. Chrome, how are you studying? What are you studying and how are you going about doing it?
Do we have anyone in the party who has mechanic?
Yes.
I do.
At what level?
2.
1.
Okay, not needed for me to do that then. Oh gosh. I think I'm just gonna serve as a backup astrogator and raise my astrogation from 0 to 1. And as I do that, I'm going to be hovering over Anita's shoulder as she plotted the course and follow her around and ask all sorts of annoying questions about, well, how did you do this? And why did you do this? And then when she gets mad at me and hands me, several manuals, I will then thank her profusely and then read them.
I don't think she'd get mad because how she approached being a jump engineer was you first have to know astronavigation better than an astronavigator. So, you're going the right path. This is natural and ordered. She would be, just showing you her entire university load that she took.
Do we get this skill directly, or do we have to train for multiple?
You have to trade for multiple. It takes 8 training sessions to move up.
Yeah, if you don't have the skill or if it's at 0, it takes 8 weeks. And then once you have it at rank 1, it takes progressively more time.
Okay.
Thank you, technician friend Anitas, for sharing with me your large and potent load.
Oh no.
Yeah, interesting phrasing there.
Says the guy that makes the penis jokes every time one shows up.
I did that once, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I've heard it 3 times already.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
I wasn't complaining.
All right. We did go to Miss C. Anitas?
Yes, I would think she would be asking. She will have asked Scar to help with, or any of them really, to help with projectile gun combat because she has basic understanding, but she'd like to get a 1 in it.
Okay. So how are you going about training gun combat?
Is there any place on the ship that would actually be reasonable for that?
No, you would be doing dry fire and reloading and drying and holstering drills.
Okay.
So if you have it at 0, Scar would be like, point the gun forward like you're going to shoot, and then he puts the coin on the tip of the barrel, and he says, "Now pull the trigger and keep doing that until the coin doesn't fall off when you do so."
Very, very, very thorough. This sounds like a wonderful ritual.
You get a ding from one of your high passengers.
I'm not the steward.
That would be me. I'm lowest ranked. She immediately tries to hold the rifle, the accelerator rifle.
Holding a rifle. What's up?
Yes.
Wait, who is the steward? Who has the skill steward?
I do not.
Yes, I do.
Actually.
Yeah, then that's CJ's job.
Okay, then never mind.
No, CJ, are you answering it?
Yes. I'm answering.
As it goes, it opens the door. The noble is sitting there. Ah, yes, a fellow man of social standing. You should know that these accommodations are far too small.
My breath.
I'm afraid that these are the best accommodations that we have available.
Well, and are we able to renegotiate the price of this obviously insignificant ship's boarding or passenger fees?
I believe I was under the impression one would have selected this ship for its security rather than its accommodation.
Oh, is there security on this ship?
It's a corvette. You don't have to worry about pirates.
Okay, give me a persuade check. Something,
Sure.
or a steward check, or something equivalent.
Let me check what my persuade. My persuade's 2. I'm going with that. So social is +2. It's 14, so it's +2d.
Bro really saw the ship on the tarmac. Did a walkthrough of it.
This is a normal transport ship. Yeah.
He's a noble.
11, so
He's not paying attention to such
12, 13,
plebeian
14,
things.
15.
15? Oh, damn. Okay, if you say it that way, I didn't know the security was such high standard on this this meager vessel. Thank you.
It is a former Navy craft, and so unfortunately, the luxury of accommodation is not the priority.
Yeah, so I'll need a bottle of your finest wine as soon as you have the time available.
Well, that I can certainly arrange.
Thank you. Closes the door.
Just gonna check quickly to see if we can pump down individual rooms on those.
Pump down into what?
Yeah. If we can just pump the air out of individual rooms.
Yes, you can.
No, we can only the staterooms aren't airtight, so we can only pump out of the whole deck.
They were. I thought they had their own individual life support.
Nah, they don't have the iris valves. They have just the sliding door.
Okay.
Yeah, not staterooms. No, we can only decompress between bulkheads.
Yeah, so we can decompress everything between the bridge and the engineering section, and that decompresses all of the passenger staterooms.
You could put a sedative in the wine.
There's also environmental replicators which can adjust the humidity and temperature in an individual stateroom regardless of the life support system, but it won't change the actual atmosphere.
What are you saying? We pump in the poison gas that's on Rentarna's atmosphere and just say, oh yeah, we're just helping you acclimatize. Oh wait, no, it's not poison gas. It's just
I think
dense.
we'd be better off not messing with this noble too much.
It's alright, yeah, we won't.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a high passenger. They paid like 30 grand. They can
afford
be
assassin
shitty.
I did roll Noble complains a lot.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
I'm gonna try and purchase an assassin bot at sometime later. Yeah, well, it's okay. I can easily supply a decent wine.
Okay.
Yeah, or we could buy a steward bot.
Nah, give me a steward roll for just +1 since you're a noble.
Another 11.
Okay. You find a okay wine in the stores. Who did the ordering of? As I don't think Scar did.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so probably Anitas.
Yeah, and she probably wouldn't be doing anything that was out of date or anything. So
Yeah, but what kind of wine does a BWAP admin specialist think is good?
Cardboard.
Given that she probably doesn't drink a lot herself, she'd probably just assume that the more cost efficient, the better.
Oh no!
Oh, this is a fresh wine, so it should be good.
Exactly. Like
It even has a BWAP on the cover. You know it's good. The paperwork was done right. That's their wine slogan.
Buddha Joe's extra fresher wine.
Yeah, Buddha Joe's toilet wine. You know it's fresh because it was made in the fresher.
Swampberry wine.
Hiver wine. It's made out because Hivers cook using like gross mold and stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I'm now having a bit of cringe. Hold on, I'm looking for the.
Hivers call me Gordon Ramsay the way my toilet's got all these shrooms in it.
Where's my?
Oh, what a great mental image! Thank you,
For
Kurt.
PNG. All right, so as you give him the wine, he if you give him this bottle of wine, he's like, yes, I guess this will have to do. I guess. What was your title? I cannot remember.
Count Robert.
Yes, that explains it. Thank you.
You cheeky fuck.
Sorry, that made me
I want
laugh.
to do like the equivalent of like LinkedIn stalking on this guy. It's like, is he higher than a count? Fucking.
Nah,
There's no way we got a Duke on passage here, man. Come on.
It's like fucking cheeky shit.
Wouldn't a Duke come with his own security team?
He should have his own ship. Maybe
Yeah.
a small fleet.
Even a count probably would.
Yeah, I'm sort of slumming it really. Let's be honest.
Yeah, well,
He might be a duke for some like tiny ass fucking space fucking world that's a backwater. He might not be imperial.
No, a Duke is not a backwater by definition.
Oh, like we are a single world that has dukes.
Well, yeah, Duke in the Terran sense is not. Duke in the Traveler sense means you run a world with importance rating 4 or higher. That means like billions of people, high population, high tech, high starport, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So
it could be like the immediate. He could be like the disgraced family of a quote unquote real Duke, though. I guess.
Something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's not saying.
Oh, he doesn't. We don't know the identity of our own passengers.
You got his name, but
oh, he didn't say what his title was.
Given that I don't know, I should know the titles better. Yeah, give me a.
How about this?
Oh,
we can roll. We
shit
can
out of
roll
this.
for the social stand. We can
Yeah,
roll
roll-
to see what
roll
his
for-
social standing is.
Yeah, here. Yeah, let me.
Okay.
I'll pull out 2d6 right now.
We'll see. D6. So the
9.
minimum would be 10. So D6 plus 9.
I'll do d6 plus, or I'll do 9 plus d6 for. So let's give him a 12. I'll do a half of
12.
that. Yeah,
He's a
D4.
baron.
Yeah, he's a low end baron.
There you go.
Yeah, there we
A
go.
drug baron.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'll let you guys poison him if you want, but we can move on. And
Oh well, thank you. That's so kind.
There may be consequences, but yay.
Did anybody not get their study period?
How
Everybody
much
get that?
in
skill?
does this count as 1 week in the study period
Yes.
part of the? Okay. And
A jump means we turn on the engine, and then a week later we emerge from jump space.
I like how that's done for
Yeah.
every jump.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very convenient because a
Finished.
study period is 1 week. So yeah,
Well, yeah, it's almost like
they planned
That's-
it that way.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you believe that?
Well, in
And
Classic
we thought about
Traveler, you
that.
couldn't even train at all. So it's something they backported in for later editions.
And how many weeks was it for a
8.
skill 0 to go to 1? 8?
8.
Okay.
So we're coming out of jump space. Where did you guys plot to come out of jump space?
At the 100 diameter limit
right
of
at the-
Returna.
Okay, you have a rather busy space traffic there. It's a major hub on the trade route that goes through Reavers Deep. It's a Class B starport. It's a rather good downport. It's kind of, it's not as like Mos Eisley, but more of like a Coruscant lower level spaceport. It's got a rather good law level of 9. The government is bureaucratic in nature. The atmosphere has a dense atmosphere, so you might need a rebreather out there, but you should be good if you did some climatization. But don't try to spend much time out there outside the domes on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go AFK for a second.
All right, and now that you're in system, you can make contact with the Highlanders, the Diablo Highlanders, and yeah, as you're coming in system, are you guys doing anything? What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm following all the rules of announcing our jump in system to system control and, squawking on the appropriate vectors and all of that regular piloty stuff because Chrome is a good boy. And he follows,
Whoa, I gotta...
he follows the rules.
Yeah, I keep hearing myself really loud every once in a while. All right, as Chrome gives the all the docking procedures, this is Reno City Spaceport. You are cleared for docking pad 23. How long do you plan on staying there?
And this is where I give a glance to preferably Count Robard because he's my leader.
Ooh, let's say at least 2 weeks, just on the higher upper end of things.
All right.
They're going to charge us out the ass for docking fees then, but
That's all.
okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit.
We can go with a week, I suppose.
I thought we were just jumping in to get the mercs and deliver the cargo, get more, and jump out.
Oh,
Yeah.
if we had to just doing that, yeah, no, I thought we were, no, sorry, wrong planet. Yeah, no, we'll just for as long as it needs for that, so maybe a couple of days.
Yeah, I was thinking, and the GM can correct me, but, it's pretty generous for 1 day to unload the cargo, another day to load up the cargo, and then we're good to go.
Well, also we're buying unrefined fuel because fuck that. Well, actually, no, we're hauling ass. We'll buy refined fuel. We'll take the L.
I'm pretty sure as we sit there, we can refine the fuel in the starport.
Well, it takes 24 hours either way. Yeah, you're right. It takes 24 hours. Yeah, so fuck it. But we're not moving cargo. We're just unloading and then leaving. So I'd say let's buy refined, and then we can get out as fast as possible to go. Deal with the Gurkhas and stop the handoff.
Yeah.
So how many days?
We'll just say 3. That's what I suggest out of character.
3.
All right, Blue Botany Bay. I'll be 9,000 credits, and enjoy your stay.
Damn. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, damn bureaucratic worlds. All right, well, we still profited 259,200 credits from this jump.
We
All right.
process 80 tons a day, and we have at most 122 tons of fuel. So 2 days is 160 tons. We can save on the unrefined.
All right. Okay. Then I will. So we'll buy unrefined. Cool. All right. In which case we profited 319,200 credits.
300,000? That's not bad.
Yeah, the ship's money is now sitting at just under 600,000. Which actually the month passed, so we have to pay bills. So
Has it been a month?
now,
Because we just jumped in. It was it's only been like 9 days since. And you just
but
got-
it's a new
only week.
calendar month.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we're using. Oh, yeah, we're using our calendar. So yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, so we're sitting at just under 100,000, just under 300,000, but we made our first mortgage payment.
Roger that. Don't forget your maintenance fees.
Yep, maintenance fees, life support,
Cool.
and the mortgage. We don't
And-
have anyone on salary. And then okay. So how about this? I'll go and deliver the POWs with, I don't know, who wants to go deliver the POWs with me while...
I can join.
Where are you delivering them to?
We're just going to find the local mercenary office. And just cash the repatriation bonds.
You have to contact their unit, unless there's something in universe I don't know about. Like, is there a... Like...
Usually... Most places would have a brokerage. Most places that have mercenary brokerage services would have a place where you can cash the bonds, so you can just drop them off there, kind of like the ransom brokers in Mountain Blade.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. So
because that way you don't have to track down a hostile unit that'll just shoot you and take their prisoners.
Yeah,
back.
I was wondering about that. Yeah, I was wondering how I was going to do that. All right. So give me a medical check. Revive them. Mushers reviving them.
Yeah, not me.
Not me.
Just push the switch. It's easy.
Yeah, pull the plug. It'll turn off, and then they'll wake up.
Anita is going on the trip to return them because, paperwork, but otherwise, no.
What kind of benefit does having a med bay give me?
+1, and then another +1 because it's a tech level 12 up ship. So we move the coffins to the bloom, and then we start reviving them one at a time there. So then it's going to be +1 net because it's a -1 from emergency births, and then plus their endurance DM, which I think these guys would have at least DM +1 because they're Gurkhas.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was a whole lot. You just give me the total.
Sorry.
+3.
Yeah, +3, and you're rolling versus a 6.
Great.
What's a failure? How do they die?
They die.
They die.
Oh, so if you don't roll an 8, they die?
If you don't roll a 6.
Okay, 6.
Yeah, or we could take a roll versus a 4 if we want to take literally hours to do it.
It's your call.
I succeed.
Okay. So you got 1 that's out, so give me 3 more. And did you guys take a bet on this, like normal?
No. They're not paying passengers.
Well, I'm just talking about among yourselves.
Yeah.
You said I have to get 8 or better?
6 or better.
Okay.
With a +3.
Yeah, success.
And that's for all 3.
Congratulations.
Yep.
The ship's been missing for 10,000 years. I'm so happy to have you back now.
I mean, I wasn't giving you totals because it didn't seem like we needed degree of success. It was either pass-fail.
Yeah, correct.
We just defeated your mercenary unit. Could you tell us all about your mission? Okay, yes, the Gurkhas are drowsy and are like, what's going on?
We should totally do that. We should just, they only see, one person when they go to sleep, and then it's another person that wakes them up and say, yes.
I am the great grandson of Scar, also named Scar.
Different clothing.
Yeah.
We misjumped. You've been gone for 10,000 years. The future is now in a dark age. Immediately, just like
that's why it looks like it did before because it's a dark age. It's okay.
Yeah, there's been no technological advancement.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow,
which looks conveniently like the world of yesterday. All right, so yeah, they're all groggy. Like, all right, are we there? Are you there yet?
Yes.
All right, show us where to go.
Scar snaps his fingers for Anita's to work that out with the broker.
She absolutely gets on the planetary directory to try to find the broker that would handle this as standard operation.
The brokerage is located at the Traveler's Aid Society. They're a good organization that handles a lot of intergalactic business like this.
All right. I think she would.
Which is in the starport. Sorry.
I'm guessing I'm guessing Anitas would know standard procedures for whether or not they can just be contacted ahead of time to arrange an appointment to handle the paperwork.
As you contact them, yes, this is the Traveler's Aid Society admin office. How may I assist?
Hi, this is Lieutenant Anitas of the oh god, what do we name her?
Raven.
Yeah, well, the mercenary unit Raven. We're here to process some repatriation chips of this Gurkha unit and we would like to set up a time to exchange the passengers.
Oh, excellent. Please send me the paperwork, and I'll give you an appointment for 2 o'clock, which is in like 3 hours. Is that good enough for you?
That is a standard time frame. Perfect.
Very bluff.
Excellent. I will see you then. And anything we need to know about on security?
They have all been assured they're allowed to keep their ceremonial knives, but otherwise they have been disarmed.
Excellent. We'll see you then.
Thank you for your service provision.
Of course.
Bye.
So you got the appointment. You want to hand wave over to that, or anything you guys want to do before then?
No, I think we're hauling ass.
Using the hand wave.
Yeah.
You arrive at the Travelers Aid Society admin office. There is a security detail just in case. They have the standard, kind of like a civilian version of the IISS uniforms with the giant space bowl helmets, but they're done in a blue instead of a red. And they're like, "Oh, come on in." I take it you are the repatriation group from Raven?
Yes, she has one chit tied for, or is it something where they each have a chit, or would there be one
It's like a
chit for
file.
the unit?
Like you have a digital file that you're using.
Okay.
It's like connected to their dog tags. You can just slot in, and then it brings up, and it's stored on your computer. So
All right,
he waves you into the lady who's running the office that you talked to before. He's like, "Oh no, you talk to her. She does the paperwork."
And he just happily runs over there while whoever is actually handling the prisoners handles the prisoners.
Yeah, Scars just like sits them down in the waiting room and just glares at them the whole time
as awkward elevator music plays.
Yeah,
in the background. Yes, you have the. Can I see the chits, please? Make sure they're valid.
She provides them as well as the time and paperwork of the surrender itself, and
give me an admin check.
Sure.
The paperwork, combat lawyer.
Combat lawyers back in action.
Yeah. I'm gonna. How good your paperwork is may affect this encounter.
8.
8. Okay, you pass. Oh yes, you sufficiently did the paperwork. You did miss a crossing a T there, though, as she points it out. But
that
this
can't
unit
be.
is actually in. This unit's actually in port right now. We just had a conversation with them before. Interesting.
Oh no. Oh shit. Oh crap.
No,
okay,
no.
we're gonna have a shootout.
No, it's Law 9 world. There's no guns.
There's
allowed.
no guns. We
No
will just
knives
trail
either.
them till they leave and then board their ship.
Okay. Yes. So according to this, you have 24 hours to redeem this at the closest Travelers Aid Society. Hands you a little pay voucher.
But we're in a Travelers Aid Society facility.
Yeah, I figured that.
You have to go to the right terminal.
Yeah, this is the admin office. You have to go to the Travelers Aid Society proper for cash out. We don't do, for security reasons, we don't keep cash on hand.
This is a library.
Yes, it is. We do have an excellent library, but that's also located at the Travelers Aid Society.
God.
I just realized something terrible. If these guys' friends are in the station the moment we leave, they're just gonna run us down.
Well, maybe not, because this is a highly populated system. They almost certainly have like defense systems here to ensure trade can flow.
And they don't know the Bloom.
Oh, but like the dudes would know us. That we have one ship at least.
Okay.
Well, we have treated them honorably when we could have had them killed. That's got to count for something.
Yeah, they don't know that we're still working for the Growlin government.
Yeah, they don't
But
know.
maybe they do.
They don't. They probably don't know you're tracking. But you did interrogate them, but you could have done that for the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing they didn't appreciate it was the 10,000 year prank.
The what? The 10,000 year prank. They said yeah, and I was like, what? This isn't Shadowrun. All right, so you get a
lot
voucher
for
for
that.
8,000. Do you have any other thing I can do for you?
I can't think of any other paperwork that needed to be filed with this group. Can you,
Okay.
Captain?
She hands you a survey. If you could fill out the survey and explain your or let us know how our service was, would be excellent. And have a nice day.
As they're walking through back to the ship, Anitas is already filling out the survey.
I had to give it.
So we just released the Gurkhas.
Yes, the Gurkhas are released. You released them to
Yeah.
the security personnel that were there.
Until we meet again on the battlefield.
The guy gives you the salute and a little head nod, kind of like out of respect.
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave the scene to you guys. What are you up to next?
I think next up we should just once we've unloaded all the cargo and passengers, we gotta
I assume
find
that,
those mercs.
I assume that unloading's happening by longshoremen off camera.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. They better like if they're charging us fucking 9,000 credits for 2
Yeah, I rolled
days. They like I expect them to like
I rolled a
come
6
in
for
and,
the
yeah.
6 times 500. So I was like, oh damn.
yeah. Although I thought that was for just like the first week, not every day. But
By day or
bureaucratic.
Oh, okay.
It's a bureaucratic government. I wouldn't be surprised if they were charging us that much in fees and shit.
I thought that was supposed to be per day, not per week.
Yeah, Mongoose doesn't really define it well. But anyway, I'd say
we'll move on.
we should just hire those mercs and then get the hell out.
You're not
I
gonna do-
could use a dedicated pilot for my ship. I will say that.
we'll let you hire a pilot.
All right.
So here's a realistic question, just because, and we did talk about this with the ship positions last time. Given that Anitas can do jump drive astrogation, she can pilot a spacecraft. Would it be better that someone else just takes astrogation and the other engineering stuff on the main ship, and I stick with Scar on his ship?
Well, hey, that's why I'm learning it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Astrogation only needs to be done. It's just like a one-time thing, but if it's a combat situation, every ship needs its own astrogator. So Scar can do that on his own because he has Jack of all trades.
Okay.
And the Bloom needs a dedicated engineer in any case. Like I have a robot to do engineering on my ship.
That makes sense.
So the other thing we could see is depending on what the skill set for these for the Highlanders are, they might be multi-skilled and might be able to man the missile turrets on our ship as well, which would be really nice.
I'll go ahead and say that's probably a given.
Yeah, because so then there's 5 of them. Then 2 of them can be on the missile turrets. So I'm going to generate a pilot here, and then that'll just cost us some money.
And just FYI, just like only the people that are needed. I really fully believe that characters should be dealing with stuff, not NPCs. So it's,
Yeah.
it's just,
Well, it's just fly the ship when it's a
just fly
combat
the ship.
situation.
Just. I think you guys understand.
Until I train pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I train pilot, and then I fire his
Exactly.
ass.
And we need to let's take a break while we do that. And are you guys gonna try to do recon on the mercs, or are you gonna just say fuck them and get out of here?
I'm not concerned with the details.
I'm just the admin officer. I am not ranked.
Yeah, because they're in the starport somewhere, so I'm not sure if you want to go and look at them or not. So if you let's take a break, bio break, grab a beverage, and let's reconvene here in just a little bit. You guys are leaving the Travelers Aid Society. What's your next move?
Pick up the mercs, and then we're going to pick up the mercs, and then maybe we should see what kind of stuff the Gurkhas have here, and see if maybe that suggests anything like we're too late or something.
Alice was actually going to just leave the picking up of the mercs to go, not to go, to Scar and Anitas.
Yeah.
But she peruses the spaceport to see where their ship is, and what she can find out about them without necessarily becoming too suspicious. You know, she's basically just walking the spaceport.
Okay, who's going where? So Anitas and Scar are going to the mercenaries, and Alice and who's going with Alice? Nobody.
I was just
Damn.
going alone.
Okay. So I'll take
Does
the.
anyone
I'll
want
take
me to
the-
come along? I'm happy to come along with wherever.
You
It's your
probably
party,
have
you
to
guys
go
split it
back
up
to
as
the
you
ship first, though.
Say again, Anitas?
Alice would probably have to go back to the ship first to pick up.
Yeah, but she
Chrome.
doesn't. Like, it would make sense to try. Like, she would go back to the ship, but try to find something out on the way back already.
Well,
Yeah.
you're going around on the port. Chrome can just disembark and leave with you and just wander around the port.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're waiting for him to get back. So we have Allison Chrome and Goat and Anitas, and then we'll find out where the Count Robert is going at when he fixes his mic. I think he's probably working on that right now. Where do you guys want to start? You guys want to start with the recon crew or the mercenary crew?
I have no preference.
Let's start with the recon crew. The mercenary crew just did their thing.
Okay. As you're going through the spaceport, give me a recon check. Or are you going to follow the mercenaries as they leave? Or, like, wait around and...
No, just going to like that would be too obvious. If they saw us follow them to where their dudes are, it's like, duh, you know.
You can do some stealth rolls and stuff like that, but I'll leave it to you guys. Yeah. So how are you going about tracking down this mercenary, this rival mercenary unit, the Gurkhas? They call them Gurkhas. Gurkhai.
Okay, first of all, you asked for a recon roll, and I'm not sure what stat you want with that. Also, I slightly spaced out. I'm not entirely sure who we're following and why.
We're following we're not following anybody. We're looking for the other mercenaries that we were supposed to fight, but we negotiated our way out of the fight. We're looking for their ship that is docked here. Supposedly, before they go to the same system, we're going to follow them to drop off their prisoners.
Well, we don't know that that's. We need to. Okay, we need to find out. So what
If that's
we
the
want
same
to find
ship.
out. We want to find out. Yeah, what ship? If it's the same ship that we encountered on Growlin, and regardless what they're doing here and where they're going.
See, I feel like we're talking about two different things because I thought we were going to pick up the mercenaries we got the chit for, and now you're talking about...
That's what Goat and
No,
Anitas are
okay.
doing.
So the Gurkhas are like a larger unit, right? So we dropped off the Gurkhas that we captured, and we found out that there's another Gurkha ship that's already here in this system. We want you to find out if it's the same ship that we fought on Growlin, and regardless of whether it's the same ship, what it's doing here and where it's going. Like they might have filed a flight plan with the Starport Authority that says where they're going or where they've been. That sort of thing. We just want to find out what any intelligence about them.
Oh, okay. Friend Alice, are you competent with computers?
Of course. Competent enough to find out perhaps something in the system.
Ah, good, yes. Then warrior friend Alice will do computer work to be finding where ship is located and detecting the trail of papers. Meanwhile, this sport Chrome will investigate and, as you say, put eyes on.
Okay, and Alice goes ahead, and I don't know how this would work in Traveler, but I assume that as somebody docking, she can pull up the terminal, some kind of terminal, to look into the system, into the different ships when they will be departing, where they are traveling, and stuff like that.
Question for the referee. This is a bureaucratic world, so probably there's a way to access the records, but my guess is they probably have a bunch of paperwork for you to fill out, which would leave a trail, or then again, maybe not. Or it's just publicly available and you can just see it.
The information like that would be, you would need to contact the portmaster office, which is the person that's in charge of the port.
And so there's a chance the portmaster would tell them that we're asking about their shit.
Yeah, you can go
Well, see,
down and ask.
I was thinking that Alice could either roll investigate or electronics computer in order to find that info.
Yeah, you could just search the info and see if, or even hack your way through.
Yeah, let's see if I can find anything
Yeah, that's what I'm
without
saying.
asking.
That information would be located in the computer at the dockmaster's, harbor master's office. So you can hack it, try to access it. You could go down there and talk to somebody. How would you plan on, or how do you plan? What I need to know is how are you going about it?
I'm looking at I'm looking at what skills I could use to do that.
Fair.
I don't have any diplomatic like I don't know diplomacy with these people, right? Because I come from Solomani space, right?
They're still humans.
Yeah, they're still humans, and most of these are either Solomani or Imperial descent.
Okay. So Alice will walk to the Dockmaster's office, and she basically walks up to the clerk and tries to negotiate her way to some kind of computer access because she's trying to look something up about a ship that should have been here but isn't.
Welcome to the Reno Spaceport. How may I help you?
Welcome to Johnny Cab.
I am looking for some information regarding a specific ship. The issue is I don't necessarily know the name of that ship.
Just out of character, you do know the name of the ship.
Their ship?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know their ship of their name. We don't know if it's.
Yeah, we don't know it's the same one in Growlin.
Yeah, the one you had. You know the name of the one in from Growlin. Okay. Yeah. Well,
what's that ship
weird.
called?
Why didn't you know the name of the ship?
Wait, so did we know the name of the ship at Growlin or not?
The one that was in Growlin is the Kukri, but we don't know if the one that's here is the Kukri. We don't even know that it's a Mercruiser. We don't know the class.
We don't even know what it is. Units here, but you don't know if their ship is here or not.
I only know that the ship I'm looking for belongs to a specific group of people who also own a ship named the Kukri, but I have no clue what the ship here might be called. That's my issue.
Okay, well, I need to fill out this paperwork right here.
Yeah, the request form.
Yeah, that'd be a request.
Information requisition form.
Alice tries to diplomat her way through filling out this document as, like, accurately yet ambiguously as possible.
So that would be an admin role, not a diplomat role.
Yeah.
Really diplomacy piece of paper.
The diplomat would be like, get him, do you know who I am? Oh, I don't. There's really no need for me to do it. You fill it out for me, maybe.
That's a 8.
So how are you using diplomacy?
No, that's admin. I was just using admin.
All right, admin. This is pretty straightforward application. Are you taking any of your info, or are you just giving your proper info?
Yeah, Alice is going to give her first name, but she's going to give a fake second name. Okay. That's still a Japanese name. I'm not gonna look at
Sato. That's like the Smith for Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll use a fake second name.
Yeah, I need just a admin fee of 60 credits.
She hands over the admin fee. I suppose I deduct that from the amount of money I have.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I'll take it out of the ship money.
Okay. No, it's fine. I can pay for it.
All right.
And,
I have 65 grand, so.
So as he starts typing in, like, so how have you been doing today? It's an excellent day in the dome, don't you think? It looks like the Kukri is actually in station.
Shit.
They also have another ship here. What do they call the Solomani courier ships? What are they called? Oh, courier ship. Yeah, they got one of the other too.
Solomani courier ship called the courier ship.
Yeah, that one. How do you pronounce that? Tiri. Here, I'll post. I'll post it in the chat group. The pronunciation of this here ship. What's it? How do you pronounce that?
Tiri.
Yeah, it's the Tiris. Hang around over with it too. Looks like they're gonna be doing a meeting or something. I don't know. You guys doing with the? Want me to let them know you're looking for them?
No, that would not. I would appreciate if you did not do that.
I don't know. Maybe if you slap me another hundo. You slap me another hundo, I might be able to say I never saw you.
If I slide you another 100, would you also tell me where they are?
Let me see if I can find that real quick. These are the docking areas for the next hundo, and I can also give you the building they rented on top of that for another hundo.
Let's say another 50.
Give me a negotiation. Persuade.
I should have taken a fucking stat on persuade. That's it's a -3 if you don't have 0 in the skill, right?
Yes. Plus your intelligence and/or social.
Okay, that's a 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm really gonna, due to how much trouble I might get into if somebody found out I gave you that info, I'm definitely gonna need 100.
Okay, Alice just slides him the 200 he wants for the info and for
Nice.
not you know, snitching on her.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely give me a good doobie later. So, anything else I can do for you? Especially
No,
you
that
got
would
the
be
script?
everything for today.
All right. As he puts your request form in the shredder, you have a nice day.
You too. And Alice just leaves. She waves, and then she just leaves out like nothing ever happened.
When you wave, he gives you double finger guns.
Alice is not. She like turns away. She's not blushing. She's very emotionless. So what is the docking numbers and
We're telling Anita's what just happened.
Good that she wasn't there.
It's,
Very good.
Yeah, it's they're docked at dock 34 and 35. They also have rented a kind of meeting hall building, kind of like imagine like a VFW, American Legion, Elks Lodge kind of like place to. Looks like they have a meeting between the two ship crews.
They might be doing the handoff of the coins between ships. If they do that, I like our odds against a Soleimani courier a lot better than against a Merc cruiser.
They might be trying to use the career ship because it's less obvious. You know. It's a little bit more covert.
So this is where I do my thing, because I've got good skills in recon and stealth. So first of all, I'm going to be activating my drawing I'm not here field, and I'm going to be using stealth to appear casual, just in case anyone penetrates the field. It's just, hi, I'm just a random drawing, nothing to see here. And then I'll be rolling recon in order to see what I can see. I went ahead and pre-rolled while Alice was doing her thing, and I have a stealth roll of 12 and a total, and a recon total of 13.
That was your roll or the
Roll, not effect.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna go straight to the meeting, or do you guys want to do the?
So the idea is Chrome is going to be scouting out the Gurkhas while CJ goes to hire the mercs that Growlin referred to us, and then once he's done with that, and then me and Anita's are done repatriating the guys, we can all meet up and decide what to do next based on whatever information Chrome gets.
So as you get to the meeting hall, and you're pulling your stealth roll is 13, correct?
Stealth 12, recon 13.
Okay. All right. You're not sure if you can get completely inside, but to the meeting hall, as they do have security up.
Again, I wish to point out drawing invisibility.
Is it like Predator invisibility? Like you're completely invisible? Like, I don't know how it works.
It's psionic invisibility. Ordinarily spotting.
I rolled a 10 on spot. You rolled a 13, so you have a complete. On a post check, you have a 3 effect. So I was going to say that you get close enough to eavesdrop in, but you can't get into the actual meeting hall itself.
Yeah, I'll take
An
it.
effect of 3. So basically, you get through the outer cordon, you get through the into the building, but they have 2 guards sitting right by the door, and as you get a little closer, you're like, "You smell that? No, I definitely don't smell no drawing." What do you mean drawing? I don't know. I just thought of drawing for some reason. That's a little weird. I haven't seen a drawing in since I was a kid. So they kind of sense you being there, but they don't know you're there.
Fair enough.
So you got close enough. So as they're having that conversation, a group of officers are wearing similar uniforms, Gurkha uniforms, except there's different color bands on their underneath their rank, maybe indicating a different unit within the overall regiment. And they sit down. Some start smoking, and they're talking. One of them, are you familiar with Soleimani military rank as a drawing?
Not at all.
Okay.
If I was there, I would be.
We can record the conversation.
Yeah.
We have personal devices.
All right. So the mission was successful. Yeah. We've got the coins, although we're missing one. I believe it's the chance coin. I'm not sure where that one went. It wasn't at the location. Okay, it should work. We only need a handful of them in the correct order to open up or access the computer.
Oh shit!
Do you think the Karulans are sure about what this old rule of man bullshit is? They say it's a bunch of weapons, but I don't see how a bunch of drawing coins could open up weapons. I mean, we got the contract, and I really don't think it's worth more than what the Karulans are paying. All right. So, do you think we need more of a task force to access the computer on insert name of moon here?
Josephina.
Sophina. Do you think we'll need more than a squad for the moon of Sophina? I really don't think so. I mean, there's nobody that really lives out there, and the closest planet it's really a backwater, nothing on it. So even if they could muster military forces, we should have more firepower than the locals. Yeah, and I don't think even the Union knows enough of what's going on. But you're the guy in charge. It's your call of how much you want to send the full. You want to send the kukri or just the courier? They go like, I don't know. Let's go and get a drink about it. Give me a recon check.
Me again?
Yeah, you're the one there.
Okay, fine. Just FYI, I've got a mobile comm, and so I've been, recording all this.
Yeah, I figured. So give me a recon check.
14.
14. You see that they're moving into a side room on the other side of the hall. If you want to sneak over there, give me a stealth check.
Alrighty. So, I think what happens is that Chrome isn't fully paying attention, and he steps on. Where did a stick come from? Because I have a total of a 6 here.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Rip. We have to bust our drawing out.
All right.
Well, weapons are illegal here, so unless they're breaking local laws, all they can do is punch you.
Or maybe a kukri.
It's for cutlery. It's to cut my my steaks, officer, I swear.
All right. So as you're going through, you bump into a statue. Give me a dex roll. See how this feels.
8.
Oh boy.
8. Okay. As your wings knock over the unexpected stand, you catch it with very quietly, but the vase on top, if I can figure out how to say it, falls off and smashes. You're around this is as you're going around the corner through the hallways, and you hear somebody in the office like, "What was that? Hey, send security out there to find out what's going on." That didn't sound like, or was that one of the personnel fucking around? Either way, get them over here because I don't want to have to pay for that shit. What do? You have a limited amount of time before somebody shows up.
I'm checking one thing here. Okay, I saw into what room they went or were headed.
Yeah, but it was so they're in the main meeting hall, and they said, let's go get a drink, and they're heading to another room to finish their conversation. As you were sneaking around, you failed your stealth check and knocked over that statue. So you're basically in a hall by yourself, and they're sending somebody to go check out what the hell just broke.
Yeah, it's like the Skyrim, like, what was that noise?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would like to do is, because I saw where they were going, I'm going to teleport.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, you saw where they were going, you didn't see the room, so because you're looking across the room. But you can't tell the hallway that leads to the room.
I can get out of that spot, and I can get very close to where they were. It may not put me in the room, but I mean,
I'm tracking. Yeah, we're on the same page. I just want to make sure you knew you couldn't go in the room because it's a hallway down from the meeting hall. So.
Okay.
earn all that side points to make this happen?
Well, I mean, I'm not carrying a whole lot of equipment here. To teleport with clothing and up to 10 kilograms of equipment, I'm definitely under that.
Yeah.
The teleportation is 10.
And you get a bonus for every side point you pump into it, don't you?
Well, possibly, but hang on a minute. I have an 11.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. You teleport to the site. Let's see. Let me figure out, like, what's a good roll for somebody? See if there's somebody in the hallway or not.
Just a straight 2d6, and then if you think it's
2d6, and if you have, was it 6 or higher? There's nobody in the hallway.
But again, remember, I'm inconspicuous.
So you're psychically invisible.
Yes.
Okay, but there's a chance they can spy you. So, all right, let's do this. You teleport. Give me a stealth check.
Certainly.
All right, and actually, there's nobody in the hallway, but let's see if anybody noticed you teleporting.
8 on stealth.
Okay. You're in the clear just as you teleport in, you see somebody walk around the corner, like kind of jog around the corner, like, who was that? Is a damn maid knocking shit over again? We don't have insurance on this place. As you're going down the hallway, you hear the two officers like, let them deal with it. That's what we pay them for. Yeah, so we're agreed. We send the TRI with with the coins that are needed to open that access to the computer there. Yeah, they should be. I don't think we need more than that. Locals should be a pushover if they get rowdy at all. And we do have the. Give me a recon check. See if you pick up what this is.
13.
Yes, we do have the battle dress. If things do get out of hand.
Have they mentioned where the coins are right now?
No, they haven't.
I didn't think so.
I think we have all the info we need.
Yeah.
We don't know where the moon is.
We know
We know the name of the moon.
Yeah, so we'll have to look that up.
You know what system the moon's in?
We do?
Yeah,
Which one?
the same one we're going to.
Okay.
At least that's what I understood, right?
That's what I understood.
Okay.
So it's on-
Dinsar.
Yeah, Drinsar. Okay.
We have the name of the moon, and that should be
There's-
enough to find it, right?
Yeah, so they're sending the scout with just one infantry squad to go do the handoff. So there's a couple of sneaky things we can do to intercept that without having to get into a ship fight. But we'll plan that in a minute because we're also like running out of time here.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
And there's an
much
issue. We obviously don't know where they're going to be going, so.
All right.
Well, have they
all right,
ended their meeting and I can exfil, or are they still talking and there's more information to be gathered?
Now this is about all the information that I got for you. So.
Okay, well, in that case, I will take my time to stealth out and then return to the PC group and tell them what I learned.
Okay. And we'll wait for that scene and cut to talking to the mercenary unit.
And so you see, we received this chit from officials that says that you are to be working for us. You'll be paid along the standard fees, and absolutely will be deferring to my captain here. His name is Scar.
All right.
His captain is Robert.
The mercenary unit seems to be some rather older gentlemen who look to be a little past their prime, but are still in good shape. Lots of their barracks area in this planet has a lot of old whiskey bottles and booze and some other paraphernalia that are hanging around. And the commander Angus is.
Oh no!
Of course, he's called Angus.
Yeah, he's like. All right. I can't do a Scottish accent, so I can't do accents, so bear with me. So just insert Scottish accent here. All right. So you're telling me them Growlins are actually calling in this contract finally?
I can't tell you how long it's been. I just have the chit.
Well, I don't expect you guys to. You're a Raven. You're a unit called Raven. I ain't never heard of you.
We have recently incorporated. All the paperwork can be filed at local office for mercenary units, and
Hey,
you'll
Sean,
see that.
John,
Check out this paperwork. Make sure it all adds up. And you got the page hit, right?
Something.
Hey, what?
I just I did the other character voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were being Scar, so I was like, I didn't actually hear you. So I was like, what?
No.
What'd you say?
Scottish Aslan, dear God. That'd be terrifying.
All right, yeah, you got transport, right? What kind of
Absolutely. We have our very own Corvette.
Nice. Type T, I assume.
Out of character, I cannot remember.
It's a Type T.
Yeah.
So you got enough for a squad on there, right?
Absolutely. We just finished offloading our passengers.
All right, I can give you Bravo squad. That sound good to you? You got
for TO purposes, I'm going to defer to our combat expert.
Assume a Scar.
Yeah. She motions to Scar.
Is like, tell me of your warriors.
You guys fall in, and the platoon falls in. Despite looking disheveled, they fall in very, very good order. And you gonna give them? Are you giving them an inspection? I take it.
Yeah, just wants to see like how tough they look, what kind of gear they have, if it's in good order. Scar was a military officer before he became before he started wandering looking for a landhold.
Their uniforms are in fairly poor order, but their equipment is immaculate. Their laser carbines are completely clean and up to like kind of impressively maintained for such a what looks to be a third-rate outfit.
What kind of armor do they have?
They're currently not wearing it, but they were issued combat armor, standard Imperial Army.
The Tech 12 shit.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Scar just nods.
Meanwhile, Anitas has been looking over all their. Whoa! I just heard myself echo.
I'm having that happen too.
She's been looking over all of their official employment files that are included in the just in the normal packaging of the contract.
All right. You find a long disciplinary record, but overall, the unit itself seems to have a very, very good on the battlefield. It usually says perform better than expected, than expectations.
It says here this man was promoted to corporal 5 times.
Yeah, then he looks over at you and he says, like, I was also demoted from sergeant 5 times.
So he was promoted to sergeant 4 times as well.
Yeah, that's kind of how things work.
It's a lot of years of service.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all old. I mean, old people are the most terrifying force in the Traveler universe.
That's
Captain Scar, in my experience as a BWAP, non-BWAP, just don't adhere to normal procedures. I wouldn't worry about it.
The procedures are beneath my dignity. Only their combat effectiveness and loyalty is what matters.
So on the records show a long problem with discipline, but performing better than expected in combat situations. Though due to their disciplinary record, they tend to be stationed too far off worlds out of the way.
Yeah, we're fighting on an airless moon. We'll be fine. There's no local police for them to be arrested by.
And what kind of combat situations are we expecting here?
Hostile environment force. We will be conducting an extraction of a package. We expect to be facing a section-sized unit on the ground and an unknown vessel, potentially in space. 2 of you will be needed to man our patrol corvette's missile turrets. The rest will be prepared to receive boarders, perhaps counterboard, and perform damage control if you have the qualifications for it.
The Cameron brothers can help you out with the turrets. There's one Asian guy and one black guy, obviously not brothers, but they're both named Cameron.
Oh, so they're just called that because they have the same name. Yeah, all right.
I love that.
Yeah, and Scar, all humans look the same to Scar, so it's like, yes, I can see the resemblance.
Yes, their mustaches are quite similar.
Yeah.
I think you will obviously be needing the bagpiper, too. What am I saying? Of course you are. Hey,
Yes,
the
that sounds
bagpiper-
important.
Yeah, the bagpiper. So you get a squad plus a bagpiper.
Oh God.
Perfect.
Good. Goodbye, sleep.
They're just getting
Alright,
drunk in the two tables.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, Sean,
Playing the bagpipe.
bring the whiskey to conclude the deal." This guy comes out where he has an Islay Scotch that originates from Terra. It even says Terra on the label.
It must be from Terra then, if it says so on the
Islay,
label.
excuse me, Islay Scotch. Nice,
I've had
peaty,
that.
smoky. Yeah, it's actually my favorite style of Scotch. The only Scotch I drink, actually. I'm more of a rum guy, but I love it.
Is Scar gonna projectile vomit again? Is this
I don't know.
is this gonna just be a recurring gag in this game?
I was gonna have you. Would Scar would he be somebody who has experience with Terran Scotch?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I assume the Aslan have their own version of alcohol.
Yeah, but different types of, and it's not that bad. So I wouldn't say you need an endurance check
Yeah.
unless you
Not-
want to
unless
for
I'm
comedy
binging.
factor.
No, it's not Malort, is what is basically what you're
let's roll to see
saying.
if you like it. It's not as going to be projectile. It's going to be if you like it or not, and that goes for everybody but Alice.
Oh, I rolled a 3. Yes, Scar just like makes a face.
Yeah, what is this?
This is
So
the most
bitter.
unusual human human ritual, but since it is a ritual, I suppose I have to do it.
So Alice is Soleimani, so she doesn't have to.
Wait, I don't have to do what?
Well,
Why?
You already know if you like Scotch or not. So
Yeah. Do I like Scotch?
I don't know. Do you?
You tell me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm in the Navy.
Yeah.
Drinking
yeah,
is
there
part
you
of the
go.
job. If you're not drunk in the Navy after deployment, what are you doing?
And Count Robert, are you? What kind of Imperial are you? Would you be an Imperial that wouldn't have Scotch? Is he there?
He
don't
might
know.
be having mic
You
issues.
might still be having mic issues.
Oh, okay. So we'll forego that. All right. Wow, Mike's dead. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to assume you've had Scotch before. Do you like? Does your character like Scotch? Being a noble, even if you're Villani, I'm sure you've had Scotch. Oh yes. In capital.
Oh yes. They be slurping that shit up every Saturday if you're a noble.
He likes booze. All right. And there's nobody else there. As Anitas, you would need a roll. Being Bebop, you probably haven't had Scotch.
She found it uncomfortable because it makes her mouth dry, and dryness is just wrong.
Okay, so you don't like Scotch. Yeah. What kind of face do you make?
I think she's kind of just coughing because she doesn't know how to actually stop
Yeah, the
this feeling.
Sergeant Angus gives you a big pat on the back. Ah, I knew you'd like that stuff.
She just falls
And hands you
over.
an iron brew to wash it down.
She's just coughing, or not even coughing, just like like you gotta understand she doesn't breathe through her mouth, so like there's this kind of awkward convulsing like a cat trying to get up a hairball.
All right, so we'll move the camera back to the Botany Bay as Aaron debriefs you, and we'll call it there
All right,
and give you guys a scene.
we survived.
So,
All right,
how many? So you have a squad of Highland ex-Imperial army.
Yep.
They are wearing kilts.
Yes,
That's
they
not a
are.
question, that's a statement.
Yes, they have kilts.
Excellent.
Imagine Imperial army uniforms, but with a kilt.
Yeah, in some sources, the Imperial Marines have kilts as part of their ceremonial dress.
Really?
Yeah,
Show me a picture of that if you find one. I haven't actually seen that yet.
I can't find any art of it, but just like I think GURPS Traveler or something says they do.
Herm is immediately intrigued by the concept of kilts and wants to know their tailor.
Fiona is the one who actually does our tailoring. She's our heavy machine gunner.
Oh boy.
Fiona is like a big, like elemental-sized
Yeah,
machine.
the Scotsman's wife from
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah, exactly. She's like,
Okay,
she's like me to make you one.
So yeah, Chrome is now ridiculously happy and is now researching what tartans he is allowed to put on his kilt.
And we need a Biwok tartan.
Well, Chrome is the droin.
Drain tartan. We need a drain tartan.
It's all hexagons.
Instead of squares, it's hexagon.
Yeah,
lines.
it's still the plaid pattern, but it's in hexagons because droid love that shit.
sense. It makes sense. I agree.
All right, so I'll leave the scene to you before we go. Let you guys close out the session with debrief and planning for the next session or whatever you guys want to do there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking they're going to be on a moon. They're going to bring a Soleimani courier. What we could do is land on the moon and find like a cave or something to hide in. Buy a probe drone here. Use that to just scan for us, so we don't have to expose the ship. And then when they land, we just come in and rush them because they're bringing a squad. That implies to me they're doing some kind of transfer on the ground, not ship to ship. Because otherwise, why would they land when they can just, dock and transfer?
Something I think
I mean,
you guys
maybe
might have
they're-
overlooked is they do have
No, I was about to say they might be grabbing whatever's on the moon and not even transferring the coins at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But either
Lon.
way, if it's a Soleimani courier, that's something we can fight. Ship combat is it's butthole clenching because you can lose everything if the rolls go poorly, but it's viable, and they have battle dress. Yeah, so we're not gonna this is gonna have to be a ship to ship fight, and we'll have to probably bait for them to get out of the ship, then blow up the ship. That way we can extort them to give up and come in, because if it comes to a boarding action, battle dress severely hampers your movements in a ship-to-ship environment, but it's also difficult to harm someone in battle dress without also blowing the ship up.
House rifle in the ship.
And I just wanted to let you guys know it's not going to be an overwhelming and large amount of battle dress.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Okay,
it might
so
be
like,
one or two, depending upon what's going on.
what is the armor rating of battle dress compared to like my combat armor as example?
22 for the bare minimum basic bitch battle dress. If these guys have access to probably the tech level 14 stuff, because Soleimani, that stuff, depending on the model, is the starting protection is like 25. If they have the big bad assault dress, it would be 28 or even more, depending on how they modify it.
So like we basically couldn't punch through that even if we tried.
No, we'd need like specialized anti-tank shit, which is difficult to use on board a ship, especially if we're trying not to hit a fuel line and
At
cause an
best,
explosion.
the damage you do is your effect to hit and damage, which goes through armor. But you'd have to hit them so many times to get that through.
So what does AP do in this setting? Because my gun obviously has AP3. It probably still can't do anything, but
It just reduces the armor value by that much. So if it has AP3, it ignores 3 points of armor.
You can buy AP ammo too.
Yeah, you can buy specialized AP ammo for it too. This planet can produce that natively because it's tech level 13. They just might have issues selling it to us because we would need to get accredited as a mercenary unit here. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't want to sell it to us. Or we can, try the black market.
So our best option if we had to fight.
Oh, they have combat armor, not battle dress.
You have an unknown amount of battle dress, but I would not expect more than 2. Just given the facilities that a Soleimani courier would have, they wouldn't be able to support more than that.
So, like, tactically, would it make sense to lure them out of the ship, blow them up, and then if we have to fight them, we can just nuke the battle dress from the ship and then deal with the rest on foot?
That's what I'm saying. We can lure them out of the ship. If they're on foot in battle dress, we can just hit them with the ship weapons and kill them that way. I mean, shit. We might even want to buy dedicated artillery missiles for one of the turrets if the locals will sell them to us. Yeah, if they'll sell them to us, which isn't guaranteed because it's a highly bureaucratic, high law level world, and we're some who gives a fuck merc unit.
Fair.
I do want to point out you do have an accredited merc unit you're working with on this planet.
Yeah.
The Highlanders.
And yeah, we could buy some orbital strike missiles, maybe.
You mentioned battle dress. Are you using that as a general description, or is there an actual item?
It's specifically the most advanced personal armor in the setting. It's in the Central Supply catalog.
I'm essentially trying to force you guys to be sneaky as a GM instead of just shooting them down.
Well, that's the thing.
You won't let us blow them up.
No,
well, we're gonna try to blow them up.
Something difficult. Just giving you guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make you guys think a little bit more than let's just blast them. I'm definitely not.
Wait, where is battle
not
dress?
throwing an entire squad of battle dress at you. That'd just be stupid. And also a Solomonic courier probably couldn't handle more than 1 or 2 suits of battle dress because they need quite a bit of facilities for them.
Okay, where is battle dress? I can't find it.
Yeah,
Central Supply catalog.
Which page?
I'm looking at Traveler Supply catalog and
Central Supply.
Oh wait, this is the
catalog,
old
page
one.
39.
This is the old one. It might not have it.
It has it.
Yeah, page 39. Here.
Vehicle weapon mount. Yeah, that's not that. That table isn't on the page
Give me
you
a
were
second.
talking
Personal
about.
protection. It's down at the very bottom of personal protection. Hold on a second.
okay, I don't have access to that particular book. I have the Traveler Supply catalog.
I gotta go too.
Okay. So yeah, we'll call it there.
Yeah.
We'll talk later. All right, bye guys.
Yep.
Later.